I haven't heard this song in ages. Good fucking morning. Welcome to the classiest place on earth. I love this song, so I'm just jamming to it now. Good morning, everyone. How are you doing? Alchemy. You fucking bitch. Thank you so much for subbing to the class, keeping the classy alive, and giving it 8 swings for 51 months. What the fuck, though? Thank you, and I love you, and I appreciate you. Oh, hubby has COVID now. No! Oh my god, is it just like yours? It is. It's just a complete repeat. No, I hope it's a complete repeat in that it's fast and over with very soon. Oh my god, that sucks, Kona. Fuck that. Crispy! Thank you for the gay 420 biddies. I have no weed. So, spiritual cheers. Yay. Oh, being an adult. What happened here with my hair? What did I do? One moment. Oh god. Thank you for the biddies, Crispy. I love you. It's only classy because you're here. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Is she really classy, no? No, don't. Crispy, you can still cheers. Cheersing is an existential part of our community, man. Just because I'm poor doesn't mean y'all can't cheers. Shut up. Take your joy. It's part of the channel. Why? I swear to God, I go live and an eyelash is like, I'm gonna fall in your eye now. Fucking bitch. Classic Chunk, what the fuck? Are they classy, though? Welcome, Raiders. My name's ClassyKatie, and it's fucktabulous to see all of you. I literally just went live. How are you? Welcome. My name's Katie. Welcome to the classiest place on earth. Fuck yes. Welcome, everyone. I literally just went live, and I'm like tired as fuck, dude. I feel... Welcome. Calm the bitch down. I hope you're all doing fucking well today. I hope you've had a wonderful day, and I hope you had a good time with Chunk. If you have been spending all that time with Chunk, this includes Classic Chunk, motherfucker, stand up and stretch your legs and walk away. I in no way emblazon you to stay here. I don't know what the fuck word I'm trying to come up with. You're not required to stay here, but I'm very honored if you do. Thank you so much for the raid. Good morning. How are you? We come from the base of the big hairy face, Chunk's place. Shut up. That is one of the best raid calls I've ever heard in my life. I haven't heard a fucking real raid call in so long. I just have to say, I fucking commend you for that. Calm the bitch down. I would cheers to you, but I'm out of drugs, so. Cheers. No, that's awesome. We used to have a raid call way back in the day, but I stopped instigating it because literally my entire channel got banned from a couple places we raided. I don't know. It's not Bark O'Clock. Shut up. I don't know why. But my raid call used to be, we are a cool breeze to your sweaty crotch. Because, I mean, every gamer is sitting in their gamer seat with a fucking swamp ass. I know it. It's facts. We were that cool breeze. But people would be like, oh my god, what's a raid ban? Shut up. It's not Bark O'Clock. It's not Bark O'Clock. Banned. Seriously. Fallon, I'm not even kidding you. It's happened multiple times to my channel where, I mean, because I guess I don't do this anymore, but we literally used to go raid people that were new. Like I would go find channels that I knew nothing about them. They were, in the category I was in or something, and we would go raid them to try to make friends, and they would ban us because they didn't know what a raid was. It was fucking sad and weird, and I hated it. I have a busy evening ahead of me. Evening, Katie. Go bounce. I'm seriously, like, go fucking do your shit. I'm honored that you trust any of your community with me. Thank you so much for the raid. Relax, please. I respect it. How did I run out? I smoked it all and I'm poor. That's, pretty much how most people run out of things, right? And then we just had our chocolatey holes for a long time. And then we had like the winged anus, which is still, hilariously still exists in my channel. And that just like gives me so much pleasure. The fact that that's one of the one emotes that still exists. Where the fuck is it, Katie? Find your shit. My emote menu froze. Don't be a cock ass, you fucking emote menu. You're being a dick fart. Nobody likes you. Yep. Thank you, Najiel. Najiel fucking beat me. That was what we went with for a while, but then I was afraid people would know what that emote was, so we stopped using it. Living on the edge doing that these days. I mean, I kind of want to. Like, I kind of want to just start raiding again because they took away hosts. Like, we still raid people, but we don't have a raid call anymore because I'm terrified to get my fucking channel banned from someone's channel. Like, my community, just because we're trying to, like, spread love, you know? Did you get your spinning figured out? Also, this place is fucking classy. Day token and sipping on wine, living our best lives, taking joy, listening to kick-ass tunes, and having open talks. Dude, fucking A, man. This is my favorite place in the whole world, and I'm not saying that facetiously at all. It's a sinus infection. It's a sinus infection, literally. It's like I land in Colorado, and my nose goes, and it's a sinus infection. This morning, I woke up, and my alarm goes off at like 6:30 or 7. I have a couple alarms, depending on if I'm running. And it went off, "Good morning, Kel," and it went off, and I laid there for, like, 30 minutes. I was terrified to sit up because that was the only time I would start to spin is if I sat up straight, and that's what happened yesterday morning. Seriously, like, my alarm went off, and I went to sit up, and my whole world was like, "Boo!" Just tipping to the right. Super fucking weird. I don't get those. I don't get the spins or vertigo. I've had it, like, maybe twice or 3 times in my whole life, ever. So, it was weird. Like, I've never had that before in my life. But it made me, like, real nauseous because I couldn't I mean, just doing this, my head was like, "Ugh," and I was tipping over if I was walking through the house. I literally was, like, tipping. It was weird. It was just legit vertigo, but this morning I woke up and blew my nose for about 5 minutes. Just, like, infection in my face. Colorado hates me. I don't get it. I don't get it. But, yeah, that was it. I still have it. It's just I'm not spinning anymore, thank fuck. Spins are the worst. I'm used to having fucked up face. Spins, though. Once again, I've gotten in trouble for putting the plates and bowls in the wrong cupboard. I'm seriously starting to think I may have maybe dyslexic. Shut up. That's pretty good. Fuck you. E pluribus anus. No, we are not. It's so weird because you don't feel it. You know what? You know, like, if you're a humid person, if you're a Baltimorean and you go to a dry place, it's not the same thing. Cinemus. Oh god, this is gonna be a hard day for me. I'm out of weed and pour, but spiritually cheersing with you all. Um, happy 420 and cheers somewhere. You don't feel the dry, but if you're from a dry climate and you go to a humid climate, what I hear is it feels like a brick wall hits your face. Like you feel the humidity hit you. But when you go from a humid place to a dry place, like you don't feel anything like that, so you don't prepare yourself, and then suddenly your face goes dry, 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 dry. No shit, metal. It was a sinus infection. Yep, and I kind of assumed it would be because I have those all the time. Pretty much everything that's ever wrong with me, the stem is a fucking sinus infection. I had to get an upper GI scan yesterday. I had to take 2 cups of barium, and, like, now it just feels like my throat is oh, no. Why'd you have to get a scan? Are you okay? Damn Americans and their tipping culture. God damn it. How dare you? Wait, did I tell you I got a Braille card for my birthday yesterday? Getting a card like that really makes you feel your age. Wait, was it your birthday yesterday? Are you a Pisces? That's pretty good, but are you? My birthday was last week. Good morning, little sister. How are you? Dude, Cinemus, I wish. Good morning, Buzz. Have you heard of a female goth punk called Jack Off Jill? Absolutely. Oh, yes. They've been around for a bit, haven't they? I went to VA to CO and my face had dry spots on it. Oh, right here. My mouth is ripping. I've only been back in Colorado for 3 days, but it looks like I had a sunburn in the corners of my mouth. It's so gross. I've been just putting Vaseline right here because it's just like, and I was in Maryland for 2 days. 2 days, and my body was like, ooh, moisture. Ugh. But I'm going to take like fucking forever to get used to the dry again. It's so bullshit. Pre-surgical. Oh, okay. That's the pre-surgical shit. I was wondering if something else went wrong. I'm sorry if I didn't mean to be nosy. That just scared the shit out of me. Fucking Purple Walrus. What the shit? Thank you so much for gifting 5 subs in the chat. What the hell? Thank you. Green Days, Tev, Ty B, Jenna Graves, motherfuck. Liz for short, you're all butt wizards, the highest order, go forth and be consensual in all the ways because nothing in this world is sexier than pure sober consent. Thank you for being here and enjoy your fucking emotes. Thank you! Oh, purple. Thank you. You didn't have to do that, but thank you. Oh my god, Viat. Thank you so much for subbing the class, keeping the classy alive, and giving an ace that tier 2 sub for 46.
What the fuck?
Resubs make me freak me out, man. It's been so goddamn long. Oh, fine. Sarah, what happened? Do we need to kill someone? They're fantastic. Not enough gun. You knew about them before, though, right? Because I'm pretty positive they've been around for a while. Oh, Sarah, what did you think? It's honestly, Sarah, if you have free time, it's been a really fun show. I would advise watching the other episodes. Like, we've had, what? I think we're on episode 5 on QT, right? It was your birthday yesterday? Shut the fuck up. My voice is so fucked, but I'm gonna try. Happy birthday, happy birthday! This is your day. It's about to crack. To have a lot of fun. It was yesterday. We're waiting for the celebration. That was your day. So happy birthday to you. Fucking sinuses, man. Happy birthday. I hope it was wonderful. Happy Pisces season. I join you in crying for no reason. Did a Carrie cosplay? Shut up, that's amazing. I could mail you CBD product at 0.3% THC and you could just eat, I know, right? I could just eat a million gummies. I know. Can you imagine? I know that's true. We shouldn't plan a murder. The puka one. I got a puka. I know I have a pet puka now. I'm kind of excited about it. Mondays at noon Mountain Time, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard over on twitch.tv/The Wandering Inn. I get to play a snotty teenager with powers. But honestly, the cast is super fun. Sheepy's an amazing GM, and I'm just having a blast. It's been a really long time since I I always look forward to RP, but it's been a long time since I, felt fucking in it. You know? I feel really in it. Like, this campaign's really, really fun so far, and I'm kind of obsessed with it. I love them. I hope you had a good birthday, Leaf. I'm sorry my voice is so fucking fucked. I used to be able to sing, believe it or not. Yeah, Modi, the show is called The QT. It stands for Quail Town. That's the name of the town we're in. And it's essentially, a group of teenagers in high school in 1995 who, by chance, just by complete random chance, we have all now acquired some sort of power. And it's very, very loosely based on City Mist. City Mist is the system. It's very, very loosely based on. I mean, I swear to God, we roll like maybe twice a show. It's super RP. Like, Sheepy's very much in support of, like, if the RP is going to take it where it needs to go, we have no reason to stop and roll or talk about rules or rule books or anything like that. It's been really, really fun. Oh, thank you. That's the link right there. Viata just pulled it up. Thank you, Viata. Dude, I cannot, though. The pool of talent that Wandering Inn have. Seriously, Satan bless sales for I guess, putting the Wandering Inn on my radar. I don't know how else to put it. I didn't even know about Sheepy or the Wandering Inn or anything. There are a lot of RP channels out there, to be fair. But I didn't know. I'd been mostly involved with, like, table story and role play way back in the day. And I had no idea. And Sales was the one that was like, Katie, I know you've been talking about wanting to get back in RP. Like, I know this awesome channel that's got an incredible rolling incredible cast. A lot of your friends, like, a lot of my friends are in, like, Valen and, Elbel and etc. Like, many people that I know via the RP world have all been in shows with Sheepy, and I'm like, how the fuck did I not know about this? So I went and stalked the fuck out of Sheepy. I watched the entire first season of Dragon Riders, which I highly suggest you watch, and by highly suggest, I mean watch Dragon Riders. And I was like, oh, okay, now I have to go. I literally just messaged him like, hey, so you don't know me and I don't know you, but, like, if you ever want anyone to RP, I like RP. And now we're here, and we're RPing together, and it's awesome. I feel very, very fortunate. Oh my god, am I slouching? Probably, huh? Thank you, Walrus. Is he Circadian? Oh my god. I know, didn't he look like Circadian? That was actually Sarah, that was the last episode of the show he was in. That one's over now. A carrier pigeon can theoretically carry enough diamonds for you to last a week or so. Need to find Dude, can you imagine though? That'd be amazing. I just need to start growing my own weed. I know I can. I've done it before. It's not too difficult. Like I've successfully grown quite a nice harvest in the past. I know I can do it now. I just am lazy. I should do it. I will. I'll do it this spring. That's what we'll do when we start planting for the garden outside. Yep, and he he just wrapped up season 2 of Dragon Riders. Yep. Oh yeah, it's amazing. It's so good. I mean, I'm very partial to Dragon Riders, but it's amazing. Sheepy's awesome, right? Dude, I mean, and I don't just say that. Like, I really thoroughly enjoyed Sheepy as a GM. Like, his brain is fucked, and I like it. I never know where it's gonna go. Man, it's just very fun. I love RP. Yeah, exactly. Peachy, Valen, Elbel, KPB, Dan, etc. Yeah, so many awesome people that you guys know. The campaign I'm in right now actually involves LZT, which you guys know, really old friend of mine, the Leather Daddy. He's in it with me, which is super cool. We've never got to RP together. Wait, mystery of the day. How's your water lines though? Why do managers smart enough to graduate with an MBA somehow think that multiple projects can be completed simultaneously by one individual at the speed of thought? That's what they get for thinking. When my boss used to try to pull shit like that, I'd just say, "Aw, bless your dumb little heart. You do it." I have this bad habit where I stick out my ass farther and farther as I sit in a wheelie chair, and it makes me too. I do the exact same. I have a habit. I sit on the edge of my chair. I don't sit in the back. I sit right here, and I do this all day. It's the worst. This is how I'm sitting 90% of the stream. This is not how you sit in a chair, but this is me. It's the worst. I do the exact same. Darling Luna, how are you, love? Good morning. Don't you have an X grow room in your basement? I do. I know, but I don't want to go down there. It scares me. You don't really need a grow room for a personal harvest, though. I never had one before. Honestly, like, Moose can attest to this, and anyone that's ever, like, grown your own batch at home, if you haven't done it with grow lights, it's labor intensive, but it's fine. I literally had 5 plants in, like, giant 5-gallon pots, and every day I would come home from work in the morning at the hospital, and I would carry all the plants outside, and they would have to be in the sun exactly 12 hours, and then after exactly 12 hours, you have to bring them inside and put them in pitch dark again. So basically, you're simulating what your grow house does, but with actual sunlight, and it was in Maryland where it's, like, humid and beautiful, and there's sun and warm, and so it's a perfect environment for weed to grow, but that's all you have to do. I mean, most weed these days is an what is it called? CMOS is, like, auto-cycling? Auto-cycling, I think is what it's called, where the seeds are, like, they're genetically programmed to it's gonna be a full plant with smokable buds in 10 weeks, whether or not you do a good job. I don't know, it's kinda full. Like, I'm not, a pro gardener by any means. I like to garden, but I don't have, like, some fucking magic green thumb, and I was able to do it my first time. I got big autoflower, thank you. That's the word, autoflowering. Thank you. Yep, autoflowering. Is it the same system the pumpkin bear used for the Cerebrum project? I don't know, did we use Cerebrum was so long ago. No, I think Cerebrum was completely, that was completely Classy Pax's mind. The system we're using for this one, and I even hesitate to say it because it's literally so fucking loosely based on it, but it's City of Mist is what our campaign's like, that's what the like, rolling system, I guess. But like I said, if RP is going where it needs to go, Sheepy does not stop the flow of the RP to roll or force us to look at rules or anything like that. So we roll very, very minimally. It's literally only if we're trying to challenge something, then he'll be like, okay, I guess you can try. Correct sitting posture. I know, isn't it the worst? Sit back. Put your ass in your chair. Auto-flowering. Oh, Damien, right? I love gardening. I don't want anyone to think I'm like a pro, but weed is not hard to grow. That's all I'm saying. If you're able to put it in and out for 12 hours, it's pretty easy. Tiki's gonna get you no, why would he get me? What do you mean? What? Would he get me weed? Oh, I mean, he does sometimes for me if I ask him, but he's asleep right now. I'm not gonna wake up Zach at 8 o'clock in the morning and be like, will you go get me weed? That's not very nice. Okay, so this is what Cinemo says. Autoflower strains have been crossed with the ruderalis strain that flowers regardless of the light cycle. Interesting, there you go. It grows vegetative for so many weeks and then flowers on its own. Whereas, and correct me if I'm wrong, normally if you don't have an autoflowering plant, you have to force the flowering via those 12-hour light cycles, right? Totally correct me if I'm wrong. It's been a while. It's literally been like 7 years since I grew weed. I know. I'm sitting up, I swear. It's the worst. Posture, though. It's called weed for a reason. Word. What up, Jalapeno Jack? How are you? I have such bad ADHD that with the shows I watch, I still have yet to finish Nocturne just because I get distracted and really have the attention span to listen to a full session. 100%. I mean, none of gun, no shit. Unless I'm in a movie theater, I am never just sitting and watching a show. I can't do it. I can't physically do it. I won't pay attention. If I have a show on, any show, movie, TV, RP, it's on one monitor. I'm probably playing a game on another monitor, and I'm doing my nails or something. Like, I literally at least have 3 things going at a time at all given times. I don't know how people do it either. I find I don't feel shame in that. There's no shame in not being able to sit down and stare at something for an extended period of time. Pretty fantastic. Fuck yeah, I'm super geeking over the new Ninja Turtles. Oh my god, is there a new trailer? Does it look awesome? Is it a cartoon or is it real life? Or is it CGI? So yesterday my work gave me a full paid day off and paid for us to go up to Cooper's Ski Resort. Was it amazing? 100%, Sarah. I honestly, my sister knows this, but the main reason I do gel nail polish, I do my own now. I don't go get them done, but I do my own gel nail polish so I can't destroy my fingernails. Because the moment someone forces me to sit down, stare at something, and be quiet, I start doing this instantly. I start picking my fucking fingernails, and I will shred my hands because I can't sit still. I can't do it. Like, stop trying to force me to. You're just putting me in pain. I hate you. Don't do that. But yeah, you can't pick off gel. It's basically like fucking glass. See, it is CGI. Does it look good, though? Ooh, like Spider-Verse? Oh, fuck, I'm into that. I'm into that. Pre-flowers will form after the light cycle. It reduces from 18 hours daylight. It will start the stretch phase. This allows for space between the bud nodes. The actual flowers will not start to form until it experiences a 12-hour day-night. There you go. Plants are fascinating. Oh, Kel, you gotta put them in Discord so we can look at them. I have yet to get benefits from my new job and have been unmedicated ADHD since this summer. Oh, how long does it take to get benefits? I thought it was usually only a couple months. Current situation, working, watching stream, and an anime is playing on the TV. 100%. I literally, when I'm done with stream, I usually have the stream that we rated up, and then I'll pull up Zach's stream. So I have 2 streams going at the same time. Then I put on YouTube, and then I pull a video game up. Never feel bad about not just sitting like you're in school like this, staring at me and listening to every fuck that. Fucking appease your ADHD. Ride the serotonin, my kids.
Did you take your joy today? Never forget to take your joy, and I guarantee your day will go as smooth as velvet.
I'm not here to hurt you. What up, Cucks? How are you? Leadville is brutally fucking cold and windy. Everything's brutally fucking cold and windy. What's akathisia? What is that? What is that, Mandel? What is that? Aw. Dude, trouble, right? Like, I snowboard, but honestly, ski resorts are beautiful regardless of whether or not you ski or snowboard. They're just gorgeous. I have an issue watching RP. I don't know why. It is a physical reaction. Makes me uncomfy. Can't explain it. It's sad though, because until I hit that reaction, I really enjoy it. I wonder what it is. I feel like I know the exact feeling you're talking about. I'm trying to think what would cause that though with RP. I don't know, but I totally get it. There's definitely shit out there I don't like to watch. It's produced by Seth Rogen and Jackie Chan is Master Splinter. Jackie Chan as Master Splinter sold me so fucking hard. What? Oh, that's awesome. Oh my god, Ressa, I could actually show you. I have all my nail stuff out because yesterday while I had the spins, that's all I could do. I literally just sat at my desk and painted my nails for like 8 hours because I couldn't move. Um, but yeah, so that's like the caveat or the biggest perk to gel nail polish is it's rock hard and it dries in 60 seconds under a UV lamp. It's the only reason I can grow my nails so long because otherwise I would destroy my nails. Good morning, Trekkie. How are you, love? I have you up on a 55-inch TV while watching YouTube, chat with friends, play a game. Yeah, I do the same shit, and I think that's I I completely understand. I hope you're doing that. I hope so. Cucks, thank you. It's all right. I can't complain. Fuck yes, Kel. It's gorgeous. A business can put you on medical immediately. 3 months is because they want to figure out if you're worth it. 1 year is to figure out if you're really worth it. That's what I thought. Like, usually, isn't it? They wait like 3 months or whatever to see if you're gonna stay at the job or something. So you're not just like getting a job to get insurance or whatever. Oh, Najeel, and I have those. I mean, we all have those, right? That's why I sympathize. Like, I know that feeling you're talking about. The Thing or The Shining? The Shining. That was one of the easiest questions you've ever asked me. No, Sarah, I got a sinus like, landing in Colorado gave me a sinus infection. Literally being in Maryland for 3 days, including travel, so 2 whole days, was enough moisture for my body to relax. So, the first day we got home, I was fine, and yesterday morning, my alarm went off, and I went to sit up, and everything I just doing this. Not even the spins, really, just tipping. I couldn't walk without tipping over. And I was like, "I don't know what this is, but I'm almost positive it's probably sinuses because it's always sinuses when it comes to me." And this morning I woke up and blew like a softball worth of fucking green shit out my face, and I was like, "Oh, okay, that's where it was. That's what it was." And here we are. Yeah, Ressa. So basically, I'm just gonna show you real quick because I have it all here. So this is the little UV lamp thing. Just like you can get these like $10 on Amazon. No shit. It's just a UV light. You can even use like a craft UV light. Where's mine? Don't be stuck. Like these little guys that are meant for resin crafting, it's all the same lamp. Like it's just a UV light. That's all they are. This one's just for your whole hand. This one's like you can do like a finger at a time because obviously it's small. But yeah, so basically what gel nail polish is, I'll just show you. I have it all here because I just did it. Otherwise, I wouldn't. I mean, I'm sorry. I really like painting my nails. I do it all the time. Um, so if you get literally these like sets of gel nail polish on Amazon, super cheap, $15 and you get every color you'd ever want. They'll always come with base coat and top coat. Base coat, that literally it's just you put a base coat on, put the color on, put a top coat on, and in between every single coat of nail polish, you cook it for a minute in the UV thing. And it's rock hard. Instantly. Rock hard. Like, there ain't no fucking, oh, I can't my nails. You're just like, hold on, 60 seconds, and I'm ready to fucking fight. It's incredible. I don't know why anyone fucks with regular nail polish. Why? Why are you wasting hours of your life not being able to fucking pee? I don't know. Gel's the best. This is just my favorite. But yeah, um, the base coat's basically just to protect your fingernails, from like staining from the color or whatever, or if you use like some sketch nail polishes. But you can just Google like the best gel. This one's what is this brand? Lavender Violets. I don't know. There's a million different brands of them out there. I would highly suggest getting one that says, oh god, what do they say on them? It's like not you don't have to wipe them off. It'll say something like no wipe. No wipe gel nail polish is what you want to look for. Because the wipe nail polish means that after it cures, it actually has this weird layer of oil on it. You have to wipe it off with alcohol. But those nail polishes actually tend to have formaldehyde in them because it's totally legal to still put formaldehyde in some cosmetics. And if you didn't know, formaldehyde is what we use to preserve dead bodies and organs. So I wouldn't put that on my fingernails if I were you. But yeah, rock hard, dude. It's the shit. It's the shit. I love The Shining. It's one of my favorite movies ever. A lot of places only have enrollment for benefits once a year. Oh, no shit, around November, so new hires have to wait? Ew. Kate. Hi, David. How are you, love? Good morning. Ooh, the wife is in the woes of deciding on her nails for the biggest cosplay competition in her life. Oh my god, super important to her. Understandably, however, the actual outfit has gloves, so she's limited on what she can get. So the outfit has gloves. Why is she getting her nails done? Does she take her gloves off? Oh my god, that's stressful. I get that. That is stress. That's not a lamp. That's one of them female relaxation devices. Oh my god, it kind of does look like. You got me there, David. It's well, so I guess it depends on how often you like to change your nail polish, Viata. Viata said, "Is it hard to take off?" So honestly, by the time I'm ready to change my nail color, it's starting to come off. Like instead of chipping, it comes off in one whole chunk off your fingernail as your fingernails grow and as your skin produces, skin oils and stuff, it gets under that base coat layer and it literally they just come off in one piece. Um, if you literally paint your nails once a day, yeah, you're gonna have a hard time. So basically to take it off, it's not hard, in my opinion. So you just get where are my nail files? I have so much I really like doing nails. Um, so all you do is you get it like a rough emery board and you emery the top, like literally just the very middle of the top of one of the nails down, and then stick it in a little pot of acetone. And it'll literally like curl off your finger. I think it's less messy than normal nail polish because you're not like there's nothing it once it's cured, it won't melt again. Does that make sense? It's not gonna turn into a liquid again. Whereas if you have normal nail polish and you put acetone on, it like smears all over your finger and then your finger's dirty and then you go like it's a whole process. I don't know. It's just really low maintenance and I like low maintenance. I don't want to have to think about it. I don't want to think my nails are gonna chip. Like this shit is not going to come off. It will rip my finger off before it comes off. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it just depends on how often you like to change your nails. Najil, they're pretty. I mean, there's nothing to it. I don't know why more people don't do it. Honestly, I think nail polish is kind of a scam because it doesn't last. It chips off. It smears. Even if it dries, you go to bed and you wake up and you've got fucking pillow indentations on your fingers. Rocks. I can do it. Do you guys want to see a nail done? I can fucking prove it to you. It's easy as fuck, and I love doing my nails. Yep, the base coat is to keep your color from staining your natural nail and to fill in dents and ridges for a smooth surface. Absolutely. Yep. Lots of reds will stain fingernails and make your nails like orange. Yeah, Ressa. Oh, for real. It is I can't talk highly enough about just doing your own if you're comfortable painting your nails. Like if you already paint your nails, I highly suggest you invest in some fucking gel nail polish. Shit is amazing. Seriously, it's life-changing, especially for someone that picks at themselves. Like, I'm a picker. If I'm bored, I will destroy my fingernails, and when they're glass, you can't. You know? It's basically resin. I mean, you're basically just resining your fingers. Dude, trouble, same. Maybe the point is just sit around 40 minutes not using your hands. Just saying, I'm always looking for excuses not to do shit. David, I go crazy. The reason I started doing this, I used to actually pay to get my nails done all the time. When I worked at Hopkins, once every couple weeks, I would go get my nails done by a professional and pay for it to be done because the alcohol and like the gel hand stuff we use at the hospital literally is just pure alcohol in like a foam or a gel form or whatever. And it would dry my fingernails out to the point where I don't know if you guys have ever had this. I don't have any natural nails showing, but like your actual fingernail will start to peel. You guys ever get that? Like, in the middle of my nail, a little flap would appear, and I could peel layers off my fingernails because they were so dried out. Because, I mean, when you're in a hospital, every time you go in and out of a patient's room, you're alcohol, washing your hands. It was crazy, crazy. Oh, yeah. My nails were peeling off in layers. They were so dry. So I started doing getting gel nail polish as a way to protect my fingernails while I was at work. And then when I stopped working at the hospital, I was like, I gotta figure out how to do this on my own because I literally, David, the reason I started doing it on my own is I would have like an existential crisis of just making the appointment to get my nails done because I knew that my hands would not be my own for an hour, at least. Neither, like, you cannot take your hand to check your phone. Your hands are gone for an hour and a half. They are not yours, and you're stuck in a seat, and that freaks me out. I can't stand it. I'm way too fucking twitchy. Way too twitchy. It's the worst. So when I do them myself, like you guys can tell by the colors of the nails, when the color changes, that's where Katie's attention span ended. This is not on purpose. I did these. No, I did these two. I got bored, went and did something else. Then I did those two. Got bored, went and did something else. Then I did that one. Like, you know what I'm saying? So When I do it myself, I can do one nail, get up, and fucking go away. I can go do something. I can go scream. I can fucking just be a human for a second. But if you're in the nail salon, you stuck. I just can't. I hate it so much. Reds and greens. Do greens do it too? I used to have an amazing lime green glitter nail polish, but if I didn't use any base, my nails would be stained yellow. Ew. Weird. Rock hard's the shit. Uh-huh. What's wrong with using a Sharpie? Because this makes my nails rock hard so that my nail doesn't break. I couldn't grow my nails this long if it wasn't for gel nail polish. They just snap off. I'm way too physical. Like, if I reach for something, I almost always just jam the fronts of my fingers into that thing before I grab it. I'm very rough, clumsy, I don't know. I just break my nails constantly, so this shit keeps them like glass, rocks. I had to remove alcohol hand dispensers where I live because homeless people kept trying to drink it. Oh, that's really common actually, and super sad. Najee, have a good lurk. Lophius, right though? Wait, do you have the same thing? Same, yeah. I need my hands back. At least one. Like, just give me one. Just one hand. I just want one. That's not so much to ask, right? I love getting some man pandering though. Nothing better than to just sit around and have someone take care of you. It's a fucking luxury. I like it too, as long as I can keep my hands. Like, I love to get a pedicure and get like a foot massage. Oh my God. I love it so much that I tip too much. Like, I tip kind of dumb amounts sometimes when I get a pedicure. I haven't had one since before COVID. I just do my own now. But yeah, I too love that stuff. It's just my anxious brain needs more stimulation, and I depend on my hands to feed my brain that stimulation a lot of the time, i.e., either playing with my phone, picking my fingernails, whatever, playing with a fidget toy. And the moment you take my hands away, I don't know what to do. My brain is like, it's scary. It actually is kind of scary. Like, I start to get scared. It's weird and stupid. Good morning, Allie. Good morning, Donna. How are you? But having a nail salon doing your feet is fucking awesome. I agree. It feels so good. I agree about the hands though, but that's why those Asian ladies are so great at talking all the time. They were some of my grandma's best friends. My grandma too. Oh my God, my grandma had a nail salon, and literally those women were like her grandchildren. Same. My Nana had a nail salon. She loved her ladies. Oh, that's so funny. Yes, I always played Sega Saturn with one of their daughters off to the side. The nail salon kicked. Dude, I love that we had the same. I used to go to the nail salon. The nail salon, the hair salon were interchangeable for my Nana. But we'd sit there and it'd be all the old ladies getting those curlers in their hair, the curl perm, like the little bouffanty thing. And they'd be getting their nails done. And I'd just sit in the corner, like coloring in a coloring book and listening to the salon chatter. I loved those days, though. I loved those days. I love specifically getting foot reflexology massage. I've never had one of those. Well, actually, maybe I have. I wish I wish I could claim the Italian talking with my hands. I just talk with my hands. Not Italian. When Vissy was here, I accidentally slapped her in the face twice talking with my hands. It's a terrible habit. Why? My face is expressive enough. I don't know why my body was like, let's learn how to do this with our hands. I don't know. I don't know where that came from. Oh my God, Allie, I do the same. There are like it's literally it gives me the creeps to talk about it, but if they ever like put their fingers between my toes, when they're like massaging your foot and they put their fingers between your toes to like rub on the bottom of your foot, between my toes is so dumb ticklish. Like yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. Oh, I'm literally sweating thinking about it. Literally, I have to be like and look away. I can't. I'm the same. I am so dumb ticklish there, but it's worth like as long as that gets over with, it's worth it to me. But I 100% relate to that feeling. Hard yes. Nail techs are some of our best customers, hypothetically. I believe that. My mom had a salon for pedicures because she hasn't been able to reach her feet for years. I mean, it's really bad for your back. Even I can reach my feet, and it's hard to do your toenails. Like, it's really awkward to do your toenails. My husband's tested my talking with my hands. I put my hands behind my back to try not to do it. I lasted all of 3 seconds. Oh, God. I can do it if I'm cold. I heard the hand movement is an ADHD thing, but everything has been claimed. I know. Well, I mean, the more we discover, like, everyone's neurospicy on a certain level, right? Chucky! How are you, love? Like, some nail salons were super boring, but that specific one with the Saturn and the daughter I could hang with, I was so hyped to go with my grandma on those appointments. Yeah. Oh, I loved going to the nail salon, and they always gave me candy. Mad Mart, how are you? I wanna know Katie's opinion on males having manicures and pedicures and wearing nail polish. I think nail polish on dudes is hot, but that's just personal. I'm into guy liner too. I was raised like my high school era was the goth time, and then after that was, like, the emo time, and then, like so, like yes. Will sit on the face with eyeliner and nail polish. Firm yes. Also, I'm in full support of anyone, um, partaking in self-care and being hygienic about their fingernails. If you plan to finger me with those, you best not have fucking poo particles under them, or we're gonna have an icky conversation. Know what I'm saying? Whereas if someone's like, "It might be weird, but I do like to get manicures," I'd be like, "Would you like to fist me?" You know what I'm saying? To each their own, but I'm very into clean hands. I got a tattoo on the top of my oh my god, did it tickle? Oh no, on your foot. It tickled and hurt at the same time. Oh, I hate that so much. Oh my god, that's making my toes curl. No. Oh my god, that made my fucking toes curl. Goth emos, scene kids. I think it went goth, emo, scene, and then it just recycles. Scene kids were the ones with that they like back comb their hair into like a weird M and then put a big bow in it. That was way beyond my age. I was, like, late college by that time, but I saw it. I witnessed it, but I wasn't part of it. Dude, petties are the shit. Seriously. I am in full support. If you're fingering someone, best not to have any kinda long nails. Real talk. Real talk. David, tell me I'm wrong. They best be trim filed and clean, or that owner can kick rocks. Amen to the fucking words. Mhm. I would cheers. I'm spiritually cheersing. I don't have any weed, but imagine. Pretend. My husband chews his fingernails and it legit grosses me out. My sister used to chew her nails when we were younger, so it's never grossed me out. I'm like super just used to it. But I've read many different things that it has to do with like actually it's a combination of a nervous habit and a mineral. Like you're lacking a vitamin or a mineral in your diet. I don't know. You know, my sister literally she couldn't stand that she chewed her own nails. Like it drove her crazy because it's a habit that you can't stop. You know, it's like subconscious. She stopped though. She stopped chewing her nails 100%. She started getting her nails done. She started getting nail polish, which you can't chew off. It's you know, it's basically glass. Like you cannot bite that off. You break your tooth. That helps. I don't know. You can get clear. Maybe if he ever wants to stop. If you know anyone that wants to stop, it might be an option. Trekkie, I get that. Is it because you're ticklish? Any geek, I'm the same. That's why I like getting pedicures because I'm always barefoot. I get calluses. My dad used to call me leather feet when I was a kid. I love that my husband has really long nails until fingering occurs. Though fingering doesn't do as much for me as other things. So win-win. Same. I think fingering is just like mostly foreplay, right? I'm so super sensitive to my feet. I can't stand anyone touching them. I get that. I've known people like that. I'm glad I don't have that. Have a good workout, sweat good, and drink water. I love you. I used to lick my fingertips all the time as a kid. I hated the dryness. I used to suck on my hair. That was probably my weird thing. I had like my hair was like right to here, just this blunt fucking black bob, and I always had one piece of hair in my mouth and I would suck on it. Thinking on it is fucking gross, but I definitely did it. Owning up. We're here to be honest. Not enough goths these days. Oh wait, vamp kids. Wait, what is that? New nerd culture is the most prevalent subculture, I would say. What is a vamp kid? Is that just goth? Is that just new goth? I have no idea. I have to wear fake nails if I wanna put polish on them because most polishes don't stick to my nails. So, Annie Geek, I kind of have the same thing. Do you have, like, really oily skin? Are you what you would you consider yourself, like, oily? I kind of have the same problem. Um, what I do is, like, you know, clean the cuticles, do all the nail care, and then literally right before I paint my nails, after, you know how normally you give them a little like just to give it a little texture so the nail polish sticks a little bit. After I do that, scrub them the fuck with a nail brush. I literally I take a Q-tip in rubbing alcohol and basically douse the entire cuticle under the fingernail and all over the fingernail with rubbing alcohol. And then I stick my clean hand with the wet rubbing alcohol into the UV lamp and just let it evaporate off and cook in the UV lamp for a second. And that helps strip the Q-tip as well, helps strip all of the oils off of your nail. And that's what's causing nail polish not to stick, is our natural nail oils, which are they're good. I mean, our nail oils keep our nails good, like healthy, you know what I mean? But they do prevent nail polish from sticking. So doing that, and then when you're done painting your nails, do another quick swipe of the alcohol, and then put a nail oil. Like I have like this shit I got on Etsy. It's really destroyed because it's old. It's just strong nail serum. You can get all sorts of like balms, cuticle balm. I have tons. Nails are my thing. One of them. But like nail cuticle balms and stuff like that. And what that will do is it will, replace all the oils that you stripped off with the alcohol, but it also creates kind of like a layer of like waxy protection on the cuticle and around the nail so that water can't get in under the nail polish because water is also the leading cause of nail polish coming off. Water dries your nails out like crazy. So both of those, if that helps, I love to paint my nails. So if I can help someone paint them better, I'm here for it. I like painting my nails. Hello, Bill. What? What? Hi, babies. You come to say hello. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Yes, lick the ear. Yep. Okay. We're having a great time. You just licked my earbud out, you nasty. What up, Jack? How are you? Oh, Jack, thank you for being awesome. Butts and holes. Butts and holes. Whores and moles. How are you, Zoe? Bolfy, thank you so much for summoning the class, keeping the class alive, and giving it experience for 26 fucking months in a row. I appreciate you. Thank you. God damn. The community, we wouldn't be a community if it wasn't for all y'all. So I appreciate you. Me too. It's a sinus infection, Zoe. Thank you to everyone who had concern about my tweet yesterday about my weird spins. It was weird and terrible. I got nauseous. It was horrible. But this morning I woke up and blew like the equivalent of a softball worth of just lime green shit out of my face. And I was like, oh, look, a sinus infection. Must be in Colorado. So I'm not spinning anymore. So that's nice. Should we take a break? You ever go outside? You ever go potty? Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm glad I'm not spinning either. I'm a little like floaty, but just like sinus floaty. Not like yesterday, literally, if I stood up, I would just fall over to the right every single time. I was just, it was crazy. It was like being on a fucking boat. Every couple of hours, I take a break, and I highly suggest you do the same. Stretch your legs, get some fucking water or coffee. Do what you need to do. I'll be back in a few minutes. Gonna go poop my dogs and stuff. Load a bowl and cheers for me spiritually, because I don't have any. I love you. I'll be right back. You have to tell me if they're as good as the one I played, because I haven't played any of the other ones. I'm assuming they are though. And I'm on my gaming diet, so I'm not buying any games because I have way too many unplayed games. But there's a lot of good games coming out, and that one, the Rusty Lake game was fun. It was weird, but it was fun. I had a good time. The fuck? Good morning, Trash. How are you, love? So I grabbed my while I had the spins yesterday because I couldn't fucking do anything. I fucked around making some resin charms, and I made some really pretty ones I wanted to show you guys before we jump into making boyfriends. Gotta put them on something white though so you can see them. How about a PayPal towel? We got Diablo and Space Skyrim coming out. True, I know. And oh god, there's one more game coming out that there's 2 games coming out this year. Wait, Darkest Dungeon 2. I know. Well, I didn't choose the Diet Life. The Diet Life chose me. Hades 2 and Darkest Dungeon 2 is coming out this year. Like, it's just so many amazing, like, And please don't get me wrong, I will be buying Hades when that comes out. Like, my diet only goes so far. BG3, exactly. Like, there's so many fucking good games coming out. My diet only goes so far. I will be playing the new Hades the moment it comes out, and I probably won't play anything else for 6 months once it comes out. Fair warning. But in general, I'm trying to I have over 300 unplayed, untouched games in my library, on my Steam library, and that's just Steam. That's not including anything else, and it makes me feel bad. I need to play them. I need to at least give them a try. And so far, every game we've given a try, I really like, and we've played through the entire way, which is pretty cool. Diablo 4, yep. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's gonna be a great year for games. It's just like, I have so many, man. Oh, I know, Annie you're right. You're right. Let's say 6 years. I know. No shit. Oh, yes. Well, Donna, I wouldn't chat had to help me a couple times. I was totally there were sometimes I, like, literally clicked every fucking inch of the screen and there was nothing I could do, and chat had to help me. I completely understand. Like, I definitely look up tutorials when I'm stuck on games. I don't like being stuck forever. I don't find pleasure in that. Just, like, banging your head against a wall. Like, I don't wanna do that. I didn't play Cyberpunk, but I watched Zach play. He really liked it. And I know, Angeek, dude. Every time I hear the trailer, I cry because I miss her so much. It's so sick. Like, her voice makes me cry. Not and it's, like, partially, I'm just really excited for Hades, but also it's Millie. Like, I miss her so much. Elbel, my love, we were talking about you earlier. Are you sad Dragon Riders season 2 came to an end? How are you doing? I love you. Please follow my friend Elbel, another amazing caster and RPer, who's also in some sheepy shows. And by sheepy, I mean The Wandering Inn. There's some very vague puzzles. I've read some people saying the thing when I Googled for help. Oh, yeah. The one game where you're killing hotel guests and serving them to other guests. Did I do that one? Man, I don't remember. The Rusty Lake we did. I think there was cannibalism. One of the brothers was crazy and killed people, and I think he ate them. Fuck, I don't remember. Ugh, my brain. I know. Dude, I get it. I seriously, like, I love Dragon Riders. Dragon Riders season 1 is the reason I contacted Sheepy. Like, I reached out to Sheepy and was like, "You don't know me, but I like to do RP, and if you're ever looking for a weirdo to do RP, I'm here for you." Literally because I binged season 1 of Dragon Riders and was like, "Okay, I like this dude. I would like to play games with you." It's just I highly suggest everybody check out The Wandering Inn, go on YouTube and watch season 1 of Dragon Riders. It's dragon. You guys know I fucking love dragon. Like, who doesn't love dragons? Dragons are just dope. But the coolest part of this, in my opinion, part of Dragon Riders is that not only are there dragons, like the characters are dragon riders, they actually got to RP their dragons. So they got to RP their own character as well as their dragon, and every dragon has like a violently different personality, and they got to RP them hatching, and it was you should check it out. I could gush all day. You should check it out. Sales, my love, how are you? Good morning. Sales is the whole reason I even know Sheepy exists. Oh, it's the hotel. The Ghost Hall. Oh, yes. I've seen that one. I haven't played that one yet. You've got to find ingredients, kill one. Oh my god, that's hilarious in a very creepy way. Beware of dragons, for you're crunchy and taste good with ketchup. I love you, Sales. I was talking about you earlier because we were talking about the QT, and I was like, Sales is the only reason I know who Sheepy is. Sales was like, I know you want to RP, and this is a really cool channel, and just like tossed me a link in Discord, and I went on a binge. I went on a binge. Oh, it's an RP show that just season 2 just wrapped up, Donna. It's the RP show. It's another RP show that Sheepy, the Wandering Inn's doing. So I'm in the one on Mondays, the QT Quilltown. And then he had another show going. Season 2 just wrapped on Dragon Riders, and it's a really good show. But literally the characters all have their own dragons and they get to RP as their dragons, and it was really, really original and cool, and I love dragons. How'd you miss out on Sheepy? I don't know. I know, David, that's literally what I was saying this morning. I was appalled. I have no idea. I have no idea. Because I watch a lot of RP. Like, I've been in RP for 7+ years. I have no idea. No, because literally, like, I went to go start stalking it. Elle was there, Valen was there, LZT was there, Safi, KPP, Dan. So many people that I've RP'd with in the past who I love and are friends with. I don't know. I don't know. Because I'm a broken person, probably. I know, me too. Well, I mean, we did eventually. It just took a lot longer than I would have thought. It wraps on Friday. I don't want to talk about it. Dragonlance is a really, really good series. Absolutely. I'm waiting for the day I get invited to another show outside of the one I'm in on YouTube. I mean, honestly, like, that was kind of where I was at, Anna Geek, and I think I was talking about it on stream because I get a question every once in a while. You know, people from Table Story or Role Play or whatever. We'll see Nocturne or Cerebrum or something I've been in, and they'll come to my channel and be like, "Are you doing any new RP shows? Are you in anything?" And literally for like a year and a half, I wasn't. And it was because I was just kind of, I, for as much as I've been in RP, I've never instigated the interaction with a GM or anything. Like, literally, GMs will just, out of nowhere, I'll just get a message and they'll be like, "Hey, I'm going to run a roleplay show. Would you like to join?" And I'm like, "Yes." And I felt very blessed. And then I sat around for a year and a half and was like, "Okay, I need to RP. Time to reach out." And I am not a reach out kind of person, but I definitely hit up Sheepy and was like, "This is awkward, but I want to play." So I don't know. If you see one, maybe hit him up. You could get lucky, you could strike gold, right? Rolled bad on the sheep dice. For real, though. Oh my god, that's funny, Donna. Eternal Nocturne forever. Have you really, David? Shut up. I don't know. How did I miss Sheepy? I don't know. I mean, now he's stuck with me forever. Like, I'm never leaving his channel. He doesn't understand the curse. Yes, and Josh is the first one I played with. Josh is actually, so I reached out. Thank you for saying that. So FTL, uh, I reached out to Sheepy, and Sheepy was like, "There's this." I don't even remember anymore. It's because now I'm in the QT. It feels like it's been forever ago, but it wasn't that long ago. But yes, that's how I ended up. I did a one shot with, who was it? It was Amelia, Safi. Oh my god. It wasn't that long ago. Jesus Christ, my brain. But yeah, Josh was our GM and it was fucking fantastic. I have so much I want to tell you guys, but there's stuff that I can't tell you yet. Well, Sheepy kind of announced it. Did Josh announce? Safi would know. Safi, have they announced the new show yet? Good morning, my love, by the way. I don't want to say anything about it but I'm pretty positive. Like, I know Sheepy talked about it on Monday. Has Josh? Okay, nope, cool. Nope, I'm not saying shit then. Just kidding. There's a new campaign coming that is. I wish I had pot. I'm so sober. Anyways, I'm going to show you some of the cool shit I made. Yeah, it's been like lightly mentioned, right? Okay, but they haven't really talked specifics and shit. Cool. Okay. All right. Good. I'm glad I asked. Redacted. You'll never know. Yes, so Donna, if you I think you could just do exclamation point QT in my chat right now, and that will pull up Sheepy's link to his channel, and that's where all these shows we're talking about are. We're talking about Sheepy shows right now pretty exclusively, just among like how we met each other and stuff. Thank you, Viata. Boom. Viata did it. Boosh. Click that, and that'll take you to the page where everything is that you can like enjoy if you'd like. So yeah, I've been fucking around with some resin shit lately, and I accidentally, I guess you could say, made a couple really pretty ones, and I wanted to show them to you guys. It's something that I can do when I can't move, and I'm just like sitting here spinning. You gotta get a light on them though. Come here, little light. So that's the Twitter, but honestly, his Twitter has all of his links in it. You know what I mean? So instead of us like putting some huge fucking command in the chat that has 50 links in it, it's just easier to put it in one central area where you can find them all. But yeah, all of his links for everything's in there. Like, I'm sure you can figure it out. I have faith. This is one of my favorites. I don't even know what to do with these, but they're pretty. Good morning, Vissy. I was just gonna show everyone. I got I have a sinus infection, big shock, but I had the spins really bad yesterday, so I couldn't. I literally was just like sitting at my desk, like miserable. I couldn't even clean. My dudes tell me about it. I was freaking out. So I was like experimenting with resin stuff, and I don't know how, but I came out with a couple really cool ones, and I wanted to show them to you guys. Vissy, my friend Vissy, if you guys don't know, also fucks around with resin jewelry and resin stuff, and she sent me some really actually. Oh, it's not on here. It must have fallen off. I used to have one hanging on my mic, but it fell off every time I moved my fucking mic, so I moved it away. But it's just like, I don't know. It's kind of fun. Some of them end up cool, some of them end up not cool. I'm putting them out on a piece of paper towel so you guys can actually see them, because a lot of them are see-through. It sucks because, like, the ones that I'm always wrong, I guess. How do I put it? The ones that I think are gonna turn out the prettiest never do. Is that common with resin? Also, I have not trimmed or filed any of these, so if you notice, like, little pieces of plastic, like, little nubs off everything, please don't judge me. I I have not cleaned them up yet. Yes, okay, cool. Not just me, awesome. I honestly, like, let me I'll put out a couple of the ones that did not turn out good, but honestly, they have so much cool stuff in them. Like, if I could cut them in half, you could see what I did, but because they didn't turn out well, you can't see it. It's very infuriating. Okay, let me see. Is it this one? Nope. This one? Nope. Which fucking scene is it on? I know I set up one of these cams. God damn it. Aha. Aha. Here you are, you dumb hoe. Mm-mm-mm. Properties. Why are you not working? Why? You fucking ass. I'm gonna kick your ass, you fucking piece of shit, motherfucker. It's definitely on. Oh, there we go. Okay. Whoa. Oh. We gonna be good? You're not gonna be a. You can see the morgue. Great. Admire my body wall. Oh, you can't see it. Just kidding. It's cut out of the shot. My body wall's over there. All right, hold on. I wanted that. Whatever. Whatever. Oh. The cord's long enough, right? Right? Of course it's not. I hate life sometimes. Oh, man. There we go. I just gotta restart it. It's fine. It always does this. It's a piece of shit. Elgato and his fucking cameras. Mm-hmm. That's right, bitch. Don't fucking sass me. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. How can I turn up the brightness? There we go. Focus. Where the fuck is the focus? This is the shitty camera with no focus. Ugh, fuck. So irritating. One of them has focus and one doesn't. It's great. Um, a go-to cry song. Oh man. Do Disney songs count? Because if so, yes. I don't regularly listen to like just like, music for entertainment value to cry. However, there are some Disney tracks out there that are guarantee fucking ball fest for me. This sucks. They really don't look that great on this camera and I hate it. They look so much better IRL. Why are you gonna suck a bunch of dicks? Fucking camera. All songs? Okay, Dos Oruguitas. while I fix something. Just enjoy this and cry yourself to sleep. You're welcome. I must fix light. Yeah. Man, it really sucks, huh? Cameras suck. I hate technology so much. Like, fucking fuck. What fucking year is it? And a camera can't focus a foot away! Fucking hate it. You can't see any of the detail, though. There's so much detail in these, and it's just not gonna show it all, and it fucking infuriates me. Ugh! I just don't understand! What year is it? The year of the fuck yourself, God's dead and we're alone? That just looks like shit. Ugh. So annoying. Well, you get to they all look like shit there. So, I don't know what to do. My life is shit, I guess. Everything looks like shit. I got nothing. You can kind of see them. The only ones I really wanted to show you guys were like one. That's actually a piece of coral, but I thought it looked like a little ghost walking through a forest. So it was cute, but it's not literally, it looks so much better. Not this way. This is the worst it's ever looked. Ever. I made some skulls. This one's pretty, but it's not gonna show up. It's got yeah, like stones in it. So it's got like a kind of thing going on. It just looked like crap. This sucks. Bissy, I'm out of weed. I don't have any weed and I'm broke. So today sucks. That's my favorite. This is my favorite one, but it's not gonna show up. But it's like see-through and it looks like the ocean kind of. I don't know. I thought that one was really cool. This is pointless because you can't see them, and I'm so fucking upset. This one has I put peacock feathers in it, and if the light hits it right, they actually shine like peacock feathers. I did some gems. These were ones that did not do very well because of the fucking white pigment. Looks so shitty. They look worse than ever. That one has a bunch of stars, like, in different layers of it, so depending on where the light hits, you see different stars. Sucks. Color. They just look like shit. Fuck! Someday. This is what stops me from doing makeup on stream. I'm gonna be real with you guys, because it always looks like shit because of these stupid cameras. Stupid cameras! Oh, man. Anyways. That was worth a try. Not. Glad I put effort into things. Feels nice, man. Fuck you, Elgato. Suck my ass. My big 3 cry songs. Five Finger Death Punch, I refuse. Five Finger Death Punch, I apologize. Disturbed, Hold On to Memories. I don't know if I cry a lot with music. I don't know, man. I'm an emotional person, but it's kind of a weird. I've never really thought about it, but music doesn't really. I haven't cried at a lot of music. There's a fuzz on my fucking headphone. Off with you. Man, my brain doesn't work sober. This is weird. Look under your couch. I don't smoke weed on my couch. That's a dog couch, my dude. I don't go over there. That's a nice idea, though. I should take pictures. Yes. I will take pictures of them because they do. I'm so sad that that camera is just a piece of shit because they do look really. Some of them, it's just, they're like different layers and stuff. And so these cameras will never pick up. They just suck. These cameras. I don't know. What were they designed for? What were they designed for? If not to fucking focus on something up close. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm not high enough to understand the world. Fucking garbage. Garbage? Please just cancel me. So I've been smoking my keef, and it is so intensely low that I'm scared to smoke anymore. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gay!
Ekick tipped $50. No one should go weedless. Here's 1/4-half.
Fuck you. You fucking nice person. Eliza, why? Thank you. You didn't have to do that, but thank you. Thank you! That was ridiculously generous. Now I feel weird. Thank you. You don't have to do that, but thank you. I don't know what to say. I'm such a fucking weirdo. I love my IEMs, David. I honestly, I forget they're in, which is the best. The wife stopped using the Elgato for a primary face cam. I don't have another option, man. I wish. Like, I know all these people are like, just go get a DSLR. Oh, okay. I'll just go pick up a fucking DSLR camera. Because that's a casual thing. Kona, what the fuck? Thank you so much for gifting 5 subs in the channel. Lilac Sky, the Sewer Sloth, Emmett, wow, EMITT, it split your name in half, and I really fucked that one up. Cranky Head in Octoberville, you're all butt wizards, the highest order, go forth and be consensual in all the ways, because nothing in this world is more wonderful or sexy than pure sober consent. Thank you for being here today. Thank you, Eliza, you're way too kind. That's what I'm saying, hipster. I cannot stand when people just casually are like, oh, why don't you use a DSLR? Just go do that. And you're like, oh, okay. Let me just pull that out of my asshole. Yeah, and I understand they're great, but like, I've sunk so much money into my stream setup at this point. Like, it takes an act of God to get me to buy more stuff because it's just too much. Like, it's too much. It's crazy. Exactly. Excuse me while I rub that fucking grand out of my cock for you. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I feel that. Spiritually. How are you, Eliza? I hope you're doing well. Are you still going to the gym doing the rowing machine? I think about you when I work out for some reason, because rowing machines hurt. Like, when I'm running, I'm like, at least I'm not on a rowing machine. Because they suck. Anyways. Hipster, I know. I don't know. That always feels so creepy. It's okay. No one needs to see my pores, really. Stressing. Oh, just the packing? Okay, I was sorry. I was reading the whole message. And I'm like, wait, what are we stressing? Just the packing. Okay, okay. No, I totally get that. That sucks. About 3 webcams for $1 each in an auction. Best investment ever. Absolutely. Why don't you just get rich, loser? I know, right?
Allow yourself to be penetrated. Be penetrated by everything and everyone that is good in this life.
Amen. On it. On it. My hubs has a rower. That fucker was a bitch to move. Dude, they're wild, right? My gym had them when I was in college, and I remember I tried them a couple times, and I was like, oh, my body can't do that. Like, I was so sore. And Eliza was saying she just joined a gym, and she was doing the rowing machine last week, and I was like, oh, girl. Ouch. uh, arguably, I'd be less poor if I didn't smoke weed. You know. I agree. Moving sucks ass, though, right? Fucking moving of any kind sucks. Oh, dude, a big rower. What's a big boy rower? What's a big boy rower? What would be the difference? Is it like the kind that has like a video game and a screen built in? I've seen those before. They're wild. Literally, you like race a fish or something. What up, BDO? How are you? You'd also be more sober. That's true. Well, could I be more sober than I am right now? Arguably, maybe. But you're not wrong. You're right. The top tier, yeah. I have a concept 2 rower, and that shit fucks me up. It fucks you up, right? It's like a full body workout, but you're sitting. A water one? Concept 2, that's the one, yep. Arguably, I'd be less more poor if you all smoked more weed. There you go. It's the circle of life, right? It was an old, we're being offered a free gun safe. It was an old bank safe from like the 70s or something. It took 6 people to get into that guy's basement. No. I mean, that sounds like a really cool concept, but no. What? No. Fuck that. Do the benefits of having more money outweigh the benefits of not being high? Absolutely not, because I would just spend it all on weed. No, being sober is weird. I'm like hyper aware of my skin. My gym has 2 Stairmaster rowers. They're good, but the features of the Concept 2 look amazing. They're so fucking. I mean, I imagine it's like the what are they? Peloton or whatever. It's the Peloton of rowers. It's like got all the bells and whistles. Ooh, I'm 6 months out without drinking, without caffeine. There's always a stage of more sober. Okay, you got me there. I definitely have a lot of caffeine going on. Yeah, I feel that. It does suck. It's like weed is definitely recreational for me, but it is medicinal on a certain level in that weed is like it takes the edges off of my anxiety. Like if I picture my anxiety, it's like a porcupine and weed just like files the tips. Like it's still spiky, it's still there, but it's not going to kill me. And without it, I have sweaty palms. Sucks. I gotta go get guys, my mouth is so fucking dry and I forgot my water in the kitchen. I'm just gonna go grab it real quick and run an ad break. My mouth, I'm just like, I keep sipping on this cold tea and it's just not happening. It's ice cold and very sad. I'm upset about it. Good morning, Mickey, my love. How are you? I just have to go get water. I'm fucking thirsty. Fucking thirsty, man. Hold on. What the fuck? Man, Alk, we have a treadmill and I honestly thought I would use it a lot. I was like, oh, cool, so I can run when it's shitty weather out. I fucking hate it. I need something to look at. Like, I need nature. I need sounds. I need wind. I don't know what it is. I can't, like, I hurt myself on treadmills because I try to get it over too fast. It's terrible. I'm actually drinking some of the last of the tea, Mickey. Well, nope, this one wasn't it. The first one was this. This one's, I forgot I had a tea bag in this one. This is Yorkshire, but that was my first tea of the day. It was delicious. My friend's mom has an exercise bike here I'm allowed to use. Never touched it, only used the gym one. Wow. I went to the office and part last week just being there drinking sparkling water, and once we got past 8 PM, I was just so bored. I ended up going home to paint minis. It's amazing how boring drinking get-togethers are if you're not fucking drinking. Yeah, I know. Put your treadmill behind Zeke when he streams and watch him. He puts his green screen up. Yeah, David, I couldn't do it. It's weird, isn't it? And watching everyone fucking, like, having a really good time, and you're just sitting there like, "What is so fun?" "Oh, it's it's the alcohol. It's the alcohol. The alcohol's the activity. Fuck." Yeah, I know that feeling. It's weird. Okay, quick break. It is oh my god, it is like being an astronaut. Oh my god, an astronaut's butt. Shut the fuck up. David David said, "This is what being an astronaut's butt plug is like." Facts. Facts. It's not wholly true. I used to love going to drinking parties where I didn't drink. I would offer to be DD as long as people paid me for gas, then I'd get paid up front. And when they were drunk, I'd remind them, oh my god, that's genius though, reminding me of them for gas. I was always DD too, but like, we would go places where there was at least pool or something, like something I could do. Because I even if I'm drinking, I do not understand the sit at a bar, sip a beverage, and be entertained. Like, end of story. I gotta have something to do, man. I don't know how people do that. I think that's why some people end up, like, smoking drinkers or they smoke when they drink because 'cause they're bored. It's crazy. I don't wanna talk about it. Hail hydrate, motherfuckers. If I don't think about how sober I am, it's not that bad. It's when I realize it that I'm like, sure wish I had inebriants, but what are you gonna do? I didn't do that, actually. I was literally showing people my nails this morning, Vissy, I was showing people, like, this is how long my attention span goes, where the color changes. Wherever the nail changes, that's where my attention span ended, and I had to get up and go do something else. And then by the time I sat down, I liked a different color. Nope. Actually, I did this hand, and I shit you not, Zach goes, "Oh, it's scrub green." Fuck. What up, Mayo? How are you, love? When I'm ever at a bar, it's more for the environment and the baseball game that's going on. Same. Yeah. Game, or if there's music or something like that, yeah. But if there's I don't know, that's just sitting there and doing nothing, I go crazy. How hard is it to cut your own hair? I would look up Brad Mondo videos and just follow one. I've cut my own hair. You run the risk of deeply fucking your hair up, but, like, I've trimmed my own hair. It's whatever. If it's long enough, it's hard to tell. Are those multi-legged creatures in the containers behind you? They sure are. Amidst other things. But yes, I think all you guys can see is tarantulas right now. Yep. Many. I get bored easily, if you couldn't tell. I have a lot of hobbies. Oh, dude, you can totally trim it then. My hair is hard because, like, I can't pull it in front of me. But basically, the trick is you drag your fingers down your hair where you want it to be, and then you pull it around in front of you and cut it in front of you. It's fucking maddening how many people I've watched with long ass hair literally trying to cut it behind their back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even have long hair anymore, and that's just common sense. Like, I don't know. Wild. I think I could get to a point where I would find it entertaining being at a party not drinking, but there's something crazy if people are expecting you to be their drinking buddy because maybe you used to be. The amount of pressure I got put under just made it not fun at all. Oh, yes. People always assume something's wrong with you, and it's like, no. Maybe, but no. I use a zero guard, but I'm bald. It's nice not having to deal with it, but I miss it. I feel that. Every once in a while, I like having hair, but most of the time, not at all. If you pull it forward, it changes the angle. If you hold your fingers, though, you know what I mean? Like, as long as the hair doesn't I don't have long enough hair to even do this, but, like, you know what I mean? Like, if you pulled your hair out back and you had your fingers right where you wanted it, and then you just didn't move your fingers and pulled your hair around the front. You know what I mean? Is that not? It might still be fucked. I don't know. I haven't had long hair in a long time. I have no idea. I had a breathing physio today. Apparently, I breathe fumes. What? Someone told me if a guy smoked weed every day, he'll eventually not get a boner without it. Is that true? That is not true. No. I can't speak for every human in the world, but I can say, like, generally, as in no. No. Weed makes sex feel better. I 100% like will stand for that. But nah, because that would like what that would insinuate is that THC was fucking with your hormone levels because your hormones are what causes you to get aroused. You know what I mean? And they're not fucking with you. They're not like disturbing your hormone release or hormone levels or anything like that. You know what I mean? Um, I mean, I guess I could see how someone like if you literally only fucked when you're at the peak of fucking being stoned out of your mind, maybe you'd get used to that to where you're not gonna come as fast or as easily when you're sober, but you're still gonna be able to get hard. Like there's no anatomical thing going on there. It might be in your head. I breathe fucked up. Apparently breathe too shallow. Did you do like a PFT? Oh, I finished on my sleep apnea home study. Shit fucking sucked. I breathed so shallow at night. It kept yelling at me to check the breathing sensor, and then you couldn't sleep. That's me. Sleep deprivation can absolutely cause many different issues. Sleep deprivation is actually one of the most serious things that people are looking at studying these days, because I'm sure you've heard the caveat like you never get sleep back. Like you never actually catch up on sleep. You miss out on sleep, you've missed out on sleep. And sleep is still kind of a fascinating area of study. Like we really don't fully comprehend why we absolutely have to sleep. We will die without it, but they're pretty sure it has to do with long-term and short-term memory. But when you are trying to operate your body for an extended period of time, like chronically, while being chronically fatigued, your body will try to make up the difference from you not sleeping by using other resources in you to keep you going, i.e., your dopamine, your serotonin, your hormone levels, all of that. It's going to use all those up. So then when you want to go and do normal activities like get a boner, you're sapped. Like it's like being exhausted. Like literally hike 17 miles and then try to jerk off. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Yeah, you'd have to guess so how you fucking pass out, right? Yeah. That's what I would think. Doesn't that also mean you have a heart condition if you can't get a boner? Sometimes, honestly, it's all over the place. A lot of SSRIs cause issues with getting a boner and or coming. Like for real, a lot of people with penises will be on SSRIs like Lexapro, whatever, and either they can't get hard or they literally can't come. It's like whiskey dick. Like they can jerk off for 3 hours and never come. And it's something to do with too much serotonin. I'm not like, that's not my area of study. I've just read a lot about it. But it is fascinating how that can happen in a terrible way. Can I do any accents or impressions? Not good ones. I do like horrible accents and impressions, like my Russian. Uh, you know what I mean? Thursday's child has far to go, but Friday's father has left his wallet in the shop. Thank you so much for having any idea what the title of my stream had anything to do with. I appreciate you. Not sure if true, but I have heard lack of sleep can mimic drunkenness at a certain time. Absolutely. Yeah. Yes. You need rest to replenish your supply. So essentially, from the moment you wake up in the morning until the moment you pass out, you're using serotonin, dopamine, et cetera, all your neurochemicals just to function all day long, to feel happy, to feel sad, to know you need to shit. Those are being used up all night long. So while you're asleep, part of while you're asleep, you're not doing all of those things that use neurochemicals. So but your body's still creating them. Like your body doesn't stop creating things. It's not stopping, production just because you're asleep. So sleeping allows your body to replenish those resources. So then when you get up the next day, you have enough to work, you know what I mean? So absolutely, chronic fatigue can lead to a lot of different problems. They've said this to me, no issues on Lexapro, and a lot of people don't. I don't have any issues on Lexapro. Like, I still wanna fuck like a rabbit. But I know that's an issue for some people, and I 100% believe that if you are having these problems, please talk to your doctor. I think healthy sexual health is part of a healthy mental state, if that makes sense. Same. Does lack of sleep and not getting a boner also do the same thing for women? Like, women can't get aroused? Absolutely. Yes, also dehydration. Dehydration is one of the leading causes of not being able to get aroused, because your body can't, it doesn't have the resources to thrust a rush of additional blood to your genitals if you don't even have the base amount of blood to run the body, i.e., you're not hydrated, you're not consuming enough, you know, essential amino acids to create blood cells, so on and so forth. Yeah. I'm terrible at Russia. In Nebraska, corn is very corny. It's terrible. Lexapro did that thing to Wally. Had to stop taking it. Yep. Yeah. The secret is I always need to shit. I used to hear that if you have sex while on ecstasy, you won't be able to get off and enjoy sex without ecstasy. I've heard that rumor as well. I don't know how real that is, simply because I know a lot of people who were big partiers, love party drugs, like ecstasy and Molly and shit like that. And every single one of them I've spoken to said they can't barely get hard to have sex, let alone fuck while on those drugs. Like, those drugs don't make them super horny. They give you a different feeling, more like, I'm gonna come just from petting your face. And then they'll just stroke each other's faces for 4 hours. But they're getting like the same wonderful feelings from petting like a fuzzy bear that you and I would from coming. But seriously, everyone I know that's on those party drugs make it so you can't get hard, so they can't even fuck anyways. So I don't know how legit that is, to be honest. I think I know where that like rumor started, or however you want to put it, because there are certain things that can literally make it so you don't feel those things anymore, i.e., if you are on heroin for an extended period of time, you will never feel, and this is so sad to say, but it's true, you'll never feel as good as you did on heroin ever again in your whole life. And that's the worst thing for most addicts, is they have to come to the realization and the reality that, yes, they want to get better, they want to be off the drugs, they're never going to feel good again. Because your body, I've talked about homeostasis, right? We've talked about like your homeostatic box, where usually I have a prop or something. It's terrible. How about an Advil? Perfect. So if this is your homeostasis, meaning this is where your body keeps you happy, if you're too hot, your body sweats to bring you back down. If you're too cold, your body shivers to bring you back. So it's always trying to bring you back to 98.6 degrees, all your normals, whatever your normal is. Everybody's normal is different, right? So if you start doing a drug like heroin or something like that is causing a surplus of happy neurochemicals to be released, like so much you're high as fuck, like what heroin does, and you're doing that chronically, like constantly, your body will decide this is our new normal now. Because your will fight you only a certain amount of time. Your body can only fight so long, and then it's going to go, okay, this is where we live now, I guess. And this is where we get addicted to heroin. And the problem is that even when you get off of heroin, your body naturally will never create the same amount of serotonin, dopamine, etc. it ever did when you were on heroin, ever. So, does that make sense? The happies go away. Like, it's the worst. It's so fucking depressing. For just people watching it as well as that poor person, but you know what I mean? Like, your body will fuck you if you fuck it too long. It's kind of weird. Hi, Rod, how are you? So a lot of people who are on heavy narcotics and stuff, they will suffer the rest of their life with like chronic depression, but it's really hard to quantify because they're still releasing all the same chemicals you and I are. It's just their body has adjusted to basically, for them to feel happy, they got to have heroin levels, which is why a lot of people, I use heroin as an example because it's a really serious one, but a lot of people who quit heroin or try to wean themselves off heroin end up on different drugs like methadone or something just to survive, because without it, they literally don't have enough happy chemicals to get out of bed in the morning. Like, it's so sad and tragic and horrible. Yeah, drugs are fucking man, drugs suck. Heroin, not even once. I used to roll back in the day, and it was almost impossible to unleash the dogs of war. That I'm saying, right? I don't party drug, like, I'm so scared to die, I don't fuck with drugs like that, but I know a lot of people that do, and I'm not against it, like, I think all drugs should be legal, regulated, and cleaned up. That's my firm opinion on that shit. Yeah, it's very, very sad when you're like, you're gonna live a longer life and a healthier life, and you won't be homeless, and you won't be shooting needles into your arm, but you might never feel happy again. How do you say that to someone and convince them to quit drugs, right? It's fucking sad. That's why I stick to weed. Like, I may be sober right now, but it's not that. Like, I could still feel joy right now. That's what they said about my insanely fast heart rate. My body just got used to always having it skyrocket from always being in pain. So my heart never goes, yep, it's absolutely true. A lot of people, your body will just acclimate to survive. Your body keeps count. I like that. That's honestly a good way of looking at it. Yeah. Even worse, methadone is meant to help people wean off of it. And I've witnessed people who've been on methadone for decades, 100%. You know, there's another drug, Kona. I don't know if you've heard of it. I always forget the name, but there's a new drug out there that they're using to help people get off heroin. And instead, so what methadone is synthetic heroin. It's a safer, cleaner, regulated version of heroin. That's all it is. And what they've done now is they've created a drug, and fuck if I can't remember the name of it. But basically, what it does is it blocks your receptors from being affected by heroin. So while you're taking this pill, even if you shot up heroin, you wouldn't feel anything. Like, it blocks that. And I've seen incredible success with it. There was a big problem with it for a while because you could only take it at treatment centers. But now I believe they're letting people take it at home, and it's phenomenal. Like, I've seen so many amazing success stories off that stuff. Because it's like you said, like, they're not just trading one for another. You know what I mean? They're not just, like, going to a methadone clinic every week. It's taking a lot for me to start accepting that I cannot function and work the same way as normal person between mental illness, autism, and chronic pain. I mean, I still struggle with that stuff, Emma, all the time. And what gives me peace, I guess, this is what I tell myself. No one's normal. It's our mental illness telling us everyone else is normal. No one is not struggling. Everyone is struggling with something. Even if they're high functioning struggling, they're still struggling. And that gives me, not that I want company in misery, but like, I think part of where the misery comes from is I project this normalcy on the world. Like, everyone else seems to be doing fine. What the fuck's wrong with me? I'm not in their head. I haven't lived that life. I don't know what the fuck went on with that person. And it's not fair for me to project that on people. That helps me. I don't know if that gives you anything. It helps me sometimes. Because I do sometimes just taking my drugs in the morning. I'm like, what did I do to deserve needing to take a pill every day or feel crazy like I want to die? Like, what did I do wrong? Nothing. And no one else did either. It's not their fault that they can function. It's not our fault we can't. What do you do? I try my best. Naltrexone, thank you. Yes. Yep, naltrexone is what I take for pain and shit. High doses block people from getting high. There you go. It's phenomenal. It's not even that hard to imagine how your default can get offset by an external factor. Anyone how has stopped drinking caffeine knows that for a while you're not going to function. Yes, exactly. It's like moving to a hot environment, right? If you move from Sweden to Florida, there's going to be a period of time where you are miserable. Because your body's acclimated to being in a colder climate. That's the exact same thing. Acclimation, being acclimated, all it is your body's homeostasis moving to a new zone, which is why 100 degrees for someone that lives in Arizona is nothing. But for someone that doesn't live in Arizona, it's like, what the fuck are you doing? Frying eggs? You know, it's the exact same concept, yeah. My mom's literally trying to wean herself off methadone. She was put on it for fibromyalgia 10 plus years ago by a doctor that didn't tell her anything about what? They put her on methadone for pain and told her, oh. That's infuri-fucking-ating. That is stupid. What gets me up in the morning? What are the first few thoughts that run through my head for motivation? Honestly, I'm really excited to stream every morning. like, literally, my alarm goes off, and I'm angry. I would say the very first emotion I experience every day is, "What the fuck is that?" But then immediately once I'm awake, I immediately just start getting really, really excited because usually, like, we're playing a cool game or we were talking about something yesterday that I wanna continue today or something. I start getting really excited for stream, and that gets me going. That's really it. And then coffee. But yeah, that's it. Like, that's what drives me to pop out of bed as I'm excited for what I do in the day, which is it sounds like a cop-out answer, but it's true. I try also something I try to think about the opposite of addiction is no not being addicted. It would better to stay the opposite of addiction is connection, from casting out to bring in and treating them. I love that so much. Yes. Absolutely. And not stigmatizing people who are addicted to something, for fuck's sake. We're all addicted to something. I can't live without coffee. Are you kidding me? I've been suffering from depression since I was like 13. I have no idea what like real normal would feel like. I know what medicated normal feels, and me neither. Me neither. Like to me, normal is crazy. Oh my god, typing's overrated. Don't worry about it. Typing's overrated. I've heard Suboxone as well, and I think Suboxone is still one you can only use in the clinic. Correct me if I'm wrong. The only thing that gets me out of bed is I have to pee. Okay, that too, and the dogs. My mom's been a guinea pig for many shitty doctors. That is so fucked up about the methadone because she literally just didn't want to be in pain all the time. Pain is like a big science because it's constantly the caveat of like, your doctor also does not want you in pain, but they don't want to kill you with narcotics. And so far, our only answer is narcotics. It sucks. Fuck yes. Seriously, I get super excited. Like yesterday, when I woke up all fucking spinny and couldn't stream, my first thought before I sat up and was spinny was, oh, I'm really excited to stream. And then I sit up, I instantaneously just get so mad because there's so many things I want to do with you guys. And if I can't stream because I'm fucked up for some reason, my day, I'm just like, there's no reason to be alive. Why am I alive today? Fuck it all. It's terrible. It is. That's the one you can only use in treatment centers, right? Because I think it can be abused or something. I don't know the specifics on it. I'm so happy they're coming up with new alternatives to methadone. I think it's awesome. Oh my god. Cucks! Thank you so much for subbing to the class, keeping the classy live, and giving Native Springs that motherfucking Prime sub. Y'all, did you know that if you have an Amazon Prime account, you have a free sub you can give to one streamer every month, once a month for free? You're paying for it regardless of whether or not you use it. Please go fucking use it. Thank you. Thank you very much. You don't have to use them here, but please use them. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for 3 months, you fucking crazy. Dude, I try so hard. Honestly, I usually try to put my Prime sub, like, on Zach or on some channel that I know I'm in constantly, like Domestic Dan, because I will flip out if I forget it. I get so mad. I'm like, I'm not throwing money at Bezos. Fuck that guy. My addiction's not a criminal matter until you hurt someone else. Excuse me. Addiction's not a criminal matter until you hurt someone else. I don't like the idea of someone choosing that path, but if you want to make that choice, okay. If it befits us all to provide safe needles and space, absolutely. Yes. I'm so absolutely in agreement of you, 100%. Like, it's a criminal matter if you're a fucking drug dealer. If you're out there selling heroin, I have a problem with you. But the stigma against someone being addicted to something is absolutely trash. None of that makes sense at all. It's stupid. I want to do stuff with you guys. Well, like, we have the boyfriend game. Like, I want to finish the boyfriend game today. That's what I want to do. I'm really excited. Like, tomorrow, we're celebrating our stream anniversary / my birthday. And I would be so pissed if I woke up tomorrow with the spins vomiting, because I'd be like, I was really excited to hang out with my community and celebrate 8 years on Twitch, and now I'm vomiting. Fury. Suboxone can be prescribed and not used in a clinic. They were gonna give it to me for pain. They know I can't come off. Oh, interesting. That's awesome. I mean, good. It was literally the only reason I know about this stuff is I know people who have children who have had to go into treatment and stuff like that, and I've learned a lot of addiction stuff through that, it's unfortunate and horrible, but thank fuck that some parents are willing to stay by their children and help them try to get clean, because I know a lot of parents that would not. It is still an opioid, so I think that's the one that at one time you could only get it in the clinic then, because I knew someone who literally was in treatment and they kept relapsing because they couldn't take it out of the clinic. And they'd, send him home from the clinic, and immediately they didn't have any fucking drugs. I mean, it was terrible. Wait, you mean the dead doll eye? That? Yeah. I don't know why, though. I've always been able to do that one. I'm not getting spins tomorrow. Hopefully. Hubby and I have our first wedding anniversary on the 19th, and it's a blessing in disguise that we got sick now instead of next week. Now we can both celebrate and be healthy. Fuck yes! Fuck yes. That is good timing in the weirdest way, but yeah. You can do the same dead eye. I don't know if I can do it with the other one. I mean, I can blink with both. I can wink, but like, this is the only one that I can do the dead eye. Do I arouse you? I used to do that to my mom when she was mad at me when we were kids. Say you're sorry. I apologize. So stupid. Quick research. Suboxone's part opioid, part naloxone. Oh, interesting. So it's part of an opioid but blocks opioids. That I'm gonna have to read. I'm gonna read about it later because that's really weird. That's interesting. My chemistry brain can't get around that. I can't do it on the other eye. I mean, I can just close it, but like this like weird whatever this is, I don't even know. I can't. Nope. Only that one. I don't know why. I used to be able to shake my eyes too. I don't know if I can still do that. Hold on. I can see them shake, but I don't think they visibly shake anymore. I used to be able to make my literal eyeball go blah, 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 really fast, but my eye doctor told me it's bad for me, so I stopped. So I think that's what we're saying. So naloxone is it exactly Narcan? Because why wouldn't they just call it Narcan's brand name? Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I could shake my eyes and do them. Well, this one might be shaking underneath while I do that. I don't know. It's always an interesting question. Is being self-destructive as part of your right to self-determination? Yes. Or if we consider just self-destruction behavior to not something that a person of sane mind wouldn't do. Wildly different attitude towards it in different cultures. Yeah. I'm very much of the opinion that it's your body, your life, your choice. Selfishly, if I care about you and love you, I super don't want you to hurt that body and life. But at the end of the day, who owns your body and your life? Not me. Ooh, naloxone, common brands, Narcan, and okay, cool. Thank you, Eliza. That's what I was curious about. I was like, I don't know. It's been a while. For those that don't know, Narcan is if you've ever seen like Pulp Fiction, when she ODs because she snorts heroin and they fucking jab her in the heart with a needle. Narcan. Well, that might have been ephedrine or whatever. Did they ever say? That might have been a stimulant to wake her up. But normally, if you are OD'd, like you are foam and shit, we have this drug called Narcan we can give you, and it quite literally sobers you up in 5 minutes. You could be in the deepest heroin binge of your life, and we can make you sober in 5 minutes. And drug addicts get very angry. It's pretty wild. Yes, it is. Overdoses, anytime if you're on so many drugs, you're non-functioning. Yeah. But we've also used Narcan in the hospital, like if you don't have, did they call it the adrenaline shot? That's what it's been a while since I watched Pulp Fiction. I remember that. Thank you, Genova. Yep. I was wrong. Not Narcan, adrenaline, or whatever they used. I don't know. So in the hospital, if you don't have like an extensive medical history, like a lot of us, we just don't we don't hurt ourselves, we don't go to the hospital a lot, and we give you a bunch of drugs, and one of them has an adverse reaction. So some people, for some reason, we can give you like a painkiller, you'll go into a coma. I don't know. I'm not a nurse. This is not my area of expertise. I'm just there for a lot of it. We use Narcan a lot in the hospital to clean you out of what we did to you. All the time. We were just talking about this the other day. Remember we were talking about people who, like, if you're a heavy narcotics user, your liver and kidneys don't process painkillers the same way as everybody else's. So the two different ways I've seen it happen is either we pump you full of drugs to knock you out to do a surgery or something, and you just don't go out ever. or they kick in right away and they wear off really fast. So like the amount of sedation that would knock you and I out for a 3-hour procedure would keep them out for 15 minutes. It's very scary because their body is so homeostasis. It's gotten used to processing this kind of drug. The first one's more dangerous though, because what happens is we'll give you the dose that we think should knock you out, ask you to count back from 10, and you're looking at us blinking like, did you give me anything? And we're just like, enough to put out an elephant. And so, because we still have to do the procedure, we give you more drugs, and then you don't go out, and then we give you more. But what's happening is your body isn't not being affected by the drugs. Your body has become so apt at processing narcotics that what it does is it takes a little bit of time for those narcs that we've put into your bloodstream to kick in. So we'll have given you 3 doses, and all of the sudden, all 3 doses hit at the exact same time, like 15 minutes after they should have. And we'll Narcan the fuck out of you to get all of them out. We'll be like, nope, now we know what's going on. Done. We've Narcaned many patients because of what we do. Absolutely. Dude, David, it's fine. As long as I can get through it, that's what's important. We ain't writing thesis papers here. Drugs are expensive, yo. You go and wake them up and waste it. I'm saying. That's exactly what they say. And I get it. They're pissed. I have a script for Narcan because I'm on Percocet. I'm proud of you. I mean, it's good to have. CJ, literally, like, I would fill it and just have it around. Narcan is not a narcotic in itself. Narcan is not addictive. No one's going to steal your Narcan. You know what I mean? It's not something you have to worry about having around the house, like if someone's going to take it or something like that. Narcan's great to have around if you're ever taking painkillers because, like I said, like especially for you, just because we're friends and I've known you forever, I know you've been on different painkillers for extended periods of time with chronic pain. You are one of those people that if you went in for sedation, you could either knock out really fast and it'll wear off really fast, or it'll build up like that and hit all at once and suddenly you're in a coma. It's good to have that shit around. You just never know. I mean, it's a good safety net to have just in case. And you can get Narcan training and carry some with you if you find someone ODing out in the wild. Absolutely. Out in the wild. I love that so much. Out in the wild. You get them free. Oh, that's awesome, though. It is. It's fascinating and very scary sometimes. Hi, Sammy. How are you, my love? Is there a link between how much weed you smoke and the same type of drugs given for surgeries? I have much told my surgeon I smoke and how much. So, yes and no. I'm just going to say yes. I'm not even going to give details simply because, well, I'll give you some details, but simply because I'm a huge proponent of trying to encourage people to be as honest as they fucking can with their doctor, no matter what you're doing. You can live in the most illegal red state in the US, and if you smoke weed, tell your doctor, tell your nurse. We have negative interest in calling the police or reporting drugs or doing. I just don't want to kill you. That's it. I want your medical history so I don't put drugs on top of your drugs and kill you. That's it. It's my medical license and my fucking, like, sanity. I don't want to accidentally kill anybody. And if a patient comes in and lies about what they're taking and I hit them with a drug that kills them because they already had drugs on board. Now, that's not going to happen with weed. I'm using very extreme examples here. However, there have been links to people who smoke a lot of pot and intermittently gaining consciousness throughout anesthesia. Now, it's amnesic. Weed has no fucking effect on the amnesic part of it. So most of these people, they don't realize that's happening. Like, you know, when you're hit with the propofol fentanyl cocktail, you knock out and you wake up. Literally, you wake up and you're like, are you guys ready to start? And they're like, we're done. It's been 5 hours. That kind of shit. But throughout it, they'll flutter their eyes and kind of like move a little bit and start. And that's why we have anesthesiologists who are highly paid, highly trained individuals, and they'll start to push a little bit more drug, just enough to put you under to where, because it's amnesic, I'm not worried about you waking up and like remembering anything tragic. It's if you wake up enough to start moving while we literally have your abdomen open or your brain open or your heart open and we're cutting you open, that is so fucking unsafe. I don't need to say that. This is why we paralyze. We paralyze so you can't hurt yourself. That's it. It's not to be cruel. It's not fucking any control thing. It's because a moving, scared patient is a dead patient. Like, you know what I mean? Does that make sense? So, THC is probably the least of our concerns. That being said, always be honest with your medical professionals. They don't give a fuck what you're taking beyond, we don't want to kill you. That's it. End of fucking list. You will never, ever have a doctor or a nurse unless you have someone bring drugs into the hospital to inject you, or you bring drugs into the hospital. Then we will call the cops. If your boyfriend comes in and crawls in your bed with a needle in his hand, I'm calling the cops. I've done it. That exact story, I'm not kidding. They pretended they were fucking in their bed, and he was shooting her up in her toes. I will call the cops. But being on drugs is not, I don't give a shit. I just want to keep you alive. That's it. That's it. That's it. Sammy, I'm feeling fucky too. I feel you guys. I've learned that I have to tell my anesthesiologist that I'm a mouth breather, especially when I'm being scoped, trying to avoid getting hypoxic every single time, but this doesn't help much for my scopes. You know, they can intubate nasally. Like a temporary, like like it's not an LMA, but it's similar. We do that kind of stuff for people that are mouth breathe. I mean, I'm curious they haven't done that because it's so easy. When you're not paying attention for a moment and just hear most illegal red states as if, oh God. We can dream. We can dream. I remember being asked how much I drank before getting my gallbladder removed, and he was relieved that I didn't drink enough to affect the anesthesia. Yeah. Doctors, that's probably my biggest, like, problem with doctors whenever I see one is they say, it says here you have 0 drinks a year. And then they look at me, I'm like, yeah, I just don't drink. They never believe me. They look at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, no, it's cool. I smoke a shit ton of pot, but like, I'm not here for the booze. Wait, what is the sales? Rare image of a shark stepping on a, oh, wrong screen. Rare image of a shark stepping on a Lego. Are you fucking kidding me? Sharks are scary. Just side note. That is so big. The ocean scares me. Cocky! Thank you so much for summoning the class, keeping the class alive, and giving an 8 swings for 38 fucking months. This is a really long time, and I goddamn appreciate you. Thank you, my love. How are you? People, I mean, that's it, Eliza. Like, it's not that they assume I'm an alcoholic or I'm lying or like I'm. They don't assume anything nefarious. It's just like it's really, really hard for a doctor to accept there's a young person who just chooses not to drink for no reason other than it tastes bad and I don't like hangovers. Yeah, that's exactly what it is, and it's bizarre. Oh my God, Lady Emma, do it. I have to pee already. They always look at me like that too, which is why it's so hard to believe that I think alcohol tastes like ISO and I don't do it. It tastes like poison. I have a really hard time believing there's anyone in this world who firmly is sipping pure alcohol spirits and thinking yum. Like, we've adjusted to yum it because of the effect it gives us, but like, it's straight poison. I don't know, man. Eat some candy! Megalohydrothalassophobia is me. Yep. Yep. Dude, hipster for me, it's like just monstrous creatures. Whales and stuff. Whales scare me. I don't know why. There's something so fucking viscerally scary about them to me. Ooh, today's Friday for the kids and I'm excited about training tomorrow. Nice. Oh, yeah, Cine Moose. I very, very unfortunately watched that. Would you drink if you didn't get hungover? Probably not. And I think it's just my metabolism, but in my experience drinking, like I've definitely drank a lot in my life. It's not like I made this choice where like, I'm gonna be sober now. It's just like I don't see a point to it, so I just don't. But when I drink, let's say I order a drink, like a drink, it's got 2 shots in it or whatever. By the time I take if I take 1 sip, I'm getting pretty buzzed off 1 sip of a drink because I don't drink. I don't have I've never had a high tolerance, but I get pretty buzzed. By the time I'm done with that drink, I already start getting hungover. My hangover starts before I go to sleep at night. And I don't know why. I've always been that way. So what was really dangerous, I recognize now as an adult in college, is I would go drinking, go partying with friends and shit like that. And because I was like, you know, kind of subconsciously aware of what would happen when I drank, it was like, if I made the decision, like, I'm going drinking, we're going to a party tonight, I had to plan, like, how do I say this? I would bring a Nalgene bottle that was half full of Burnett's vodka and half full of Kool-Aid and just sip on it all night. Because the moment I stopped drinking, I would immediately start getting a hangover. So in order for me to have a good time while partying, I basically just have to binge drink until I go home. And that's bad. I probably don't need to say that, but that's like really bad. Really bad. I'm in a lot of booze, like so much booze. But it was the only way I could do it without getting a headache. And so now it's just like, why? I just kind of view it that way. Like it's a really expensive for me to have a good time when I'm drinking. It just feels like pointless. But that's exactly what it was. Is I would throughout the night get these little like peak moments of like anxiety, like, oh my God, am I getting sober? Better have a drink. Because I knew the moment I started, like the moment the headache starts to hit, the hangover starts to hit, there's no coming back from it. It's not like I can wait for that point and then drink a little. I have to be ahead of it. And I don't know if it's because I have a fast metabolism. I don't know if it's because I don't eat a lot of sugar. I don't fucking know. My dad was a raging alcoholic, literally died of raging alcoholism at the age of 49. I should, by all rights, have quite the fucking phenomenal liver. I do not. Does not work. But it's just dangerous. I don't know. It doesn't seem like a good track for me. Good afternoon, Silver. How are you? My ex's family found any reason to drink. I got so bored at family get-togethers. That's my family. Every single family get-together ended in fireworks and fights and dirt bikes. Subnautica is so fucking scary. It's that game. Literally just thinking about it made me sweat. When I was still in school, if I had something as strong as a wine cooler, I'd wake up on the roof in the rain with my mouth open. Yep, that's me. One beer and I'm a bar dancer. Like, I'm ready to get on a bar and fucking dance. It's disgusting. My inhibitions, and honestly, I don't know if it's the same with you, Anime, but like, I don't have any inhibitions to start with. Like, I'm a pretty free flowing bitch. And when alcohol gets introduced, I'm just like, who wants to suck my titties? It's just the worst. I'm the worst. So I just don't do it. I do every once in a while. I'm not against it. I had a drink on my birthday. Was hungover for 2 days. It sucked. Oh, Silver. Well, we're gonna play boyfriend game today. Um, I've decided I'll load one Keef bowl and I'll nurse a Keef bowl for the day because I feel it's just so weird not smoking with you guys. Like, I have no weed and I'm poor, but I do have Kiefer Smokerland. I can smoke. I'll load a Keef bowl and we'll smoke while we play the game. But I'm pretty sure you've seen me play this fucking boyfriend game. It's hilarious. It's a good laugh and it's actually kind of fun. And the music's pretty dank, which is cool. Yeah, we are about ready for it's crazy how time flies like that. I have to pee so bad already. It's stupid. Subnautica is an amazing game. I still played the shit out of it, but it scares the ever-living shit out of me to the point where what I actually did was I brought up MS Paint. I took, I got a screenshot of, like, the aerial map of Subnautica, put it in MS Paint, and I put highlighters where all the fucking, Leviathans were. And no joke, I played it on stream, and if you wanted to see Leviathan, I made you donate $60. Like, I had a $69.99 tip, whatever, in my channel. And it was, if anybody like, Katie, go see Leviathan. Give me money. Pay for my anxiety meds, bitch. Because I'm about to cry and shit my pants at the same time. It was and people did it. I thought that would be a deterrent. It was not. It was horrible. Horrible. Beautiful game. I love builders. I love the ocean aspect of it. But god fucking damn it, if I don't have PTSD from that goddamn game. Leviathans, man. Only the beginning ones. Ghost Leviathans don't scare me. The other ones, none of them. Just that beginning one. It just can fuck itself. Right in the dick. Yeah. I've never smoked Delta. But I've heard it's good. Subnautica is amazing. I played both the original and Below Zero on Xbox. Did you like Below Zero? Because I literally have tried playing it like 5 times. I've installed it, played a couple hours. I just get so bored. Scuba diving, IRL for me is cool. Staying in shallow areas, like reefs. I want to see cool, colorful shit. Zero, same. I snorkel. I love to snorkel. I'm not afraid of swimming. I actually love swimming. I love the water, and I love the ocean if I can see the bottom. I love to snorkel, though. I mean, I live for the water. I do love the ocean. But the deep water, like, if I was out on a boat, like a crab boat, and I needed to pee, and someone was like, just jump in the water and piss, I'd probably start crying and give myself a UTI instead. I'd rather die to the UTI than the monster that's going to swallow me. That's what my brain says, even though logically I know there's not a monster that's going to swallow me. It's very insane. Phobias are weird. I hate them. They don't make sense, and I know they don't. I'm not going to rationalize it to anybody else. It's stupid. I know. Never underestimate the sadism of other people.
I'm gay. Freeman tipped $50. Weed money.
Between you and Eliza, motherfuckers, and Purple, you guys are way too kind. Thank you. I will get weed before tomorrow. I'll search the couch for quarters. It's Faded Friday. It's technically a celebration of our fucking 8 years being in community on stream and my birthday. Whatever that stupid day is. This is the good old days. Below Zero. Okay, I was wondering if it was just me, Frem. I really couldn't get into Below Zero. I was bored. It had cute, like the little penguins and shit. They're adorable. But beyond that, I was like, okay, I'm done now. They didn't improve it, which was sad. Yeah. Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one because I really wanted to like it. I really wanted to. I just finished Below Zero and was not impressed. Nowhere near the vibes Subnautica had. That's heartbreaking. The itching effect of a tattoo, like a new one? The itching's the worst part. I feel if you just get a bit deeper, between 30 and 60 feet, have some great stuff. The life all around's great. I mean, honestly, that's totally true. The most colorful things are all going to be towards the surface of the water anyways, because there's no point in being colorful if light can't reach you. That's why everything, like, in the Mariana Trench and shit is, like, gray and looks like poopy toilet paper. There's no point in being colorful if light doesn't reach that point of the ocean, you know what I mean? So everything pretty is going to be up top anyways. Fuck it. You said sadism and a pig and awesome roleplay pops up. Oh my god, though. Spider pig, spider pig. I greatly prefer swimming in clear water too. Caribbean, absolutely. Yeah, Hawaii. Hawaii's the first thing that comes to mind. That's the first place I ever snorkeled, and oh my god. Oh, that was just phenomenal. Oh, fuck yes! Frem. Treat yourself, bitch. Hell yes, I'm excited for you. Probably because your company's doing amazing things. Happy stupid day. I'm excited to celebrate the community. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, honestly. Like, I planned for yesterday and today to, like, talk about that with you guys, and then I got all spinny yesterday. I don't know what the fuck to do to celebrate our community tomorrow / my birthday. I don't know. I don't know. If anybody has ideas, I really don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to celebrate. I literally have no idea. If you asked me to plan a party, like, I'd probably just escape the country. I don't know what to do. I'm so just, like, really boring. I don't know what to do. I don't know. But I'll try. I don't know. I'll come up with something. I'll try. Really, Kozu? Okay, that's sad. No one really got into it. Man. Oh, the itchy's the worst. I always forget that big, and every time I get a tattoo, I'm like, wow, tattoos hurt. And then they start to itch. I'm like, oh, I'd take that pain any day over this. The itch is the worst. Yeah, scuba looks really cool. I honestly don't think I can scuba. I have this really weird, like, anatomical thing in my face. A couple other people have. I've met like 3 other people in my life who have this. But you know when you go too deep in the water and you start to get that pressure in your head and they say plug your nose and blow, and apparently it pops your ears? When I do that, air comes out my tear ducts and my ears don't pop. So, like, there's only a certain depth in water I can literally go to until before my head feels like it's going to explode, and I can't make that feeling go away. It never goes away. But Rod's wife, as well as my sister Katrina, both had the same thing. So I know it's not just me. It's weird. I don't know. It's just like a weird separation in your sinus, or not a separation in your sinus and face or something like that. But I can't do that. Like, I can't dive to those depths because my brain just literally feels like, ugh, horrible. No shit. Oh my god, Pendragon. Same. That is so fucking wild. My sister used to squirt milk out her tear ducts. She could put milk in her mouth and do this and cry milk. I'm not fucking with you. It was so gross. I've never done it. It looked like it stings. I'm certified in 5 modules at Epic. I have almost 20 years experience. I'm currently specialized in oncology and running the department's IT. So they got a little scared about me possibly leaving. Gave me a raise. Fuck yes! To meet the resume. Fucking right, they did.
Because, bitch, you're worth it!
Nineless, it just sucks because of the pain. It's weird. It's like, and I don't know what it is. Doctor said it's like common. Like, obviously, I've met multiple people with this weird tear duct thing, but it's not like, they just don't. There's no solution. It's just like, oh, you're just wired different. Okay, thank you. Thanks for that. Guess I can't scuba. Yeah, messed up sinuses. My sinuses. I mean, you guys know that. I literally landed in Colorado and got a sinus infection within 24 hours. My sinuses are absolutely fucked. Yeah, derps, no shit. Fuck. See, there you go. There's like 3 more people. The milk looks horrible, but she would do it to freak people out. Kind of like, you know how Zach will sometimes flip his eyelids open to scare chat. She would do that shit. It was fucking gnarly. And with my baby coming July, that raise came at the right time, dude. Have you ever oh my god, I was reading an article the other day. So when I was born in 1988, it took on average $1 million to raise a child to the age of 18. That was 35 years ago. $1,088,000. Yeah, that was the 1900s for those fetuses out there. What the fuck? Dude, I can't even. And that's not even including like birth. What do you do on planes to equalize the pressure? Do you have to bring sucky candies? Yes. Yep, David, literally, I have, I bring lemon heads. That's my go-to, lemon heads. Or, what really helps, honestly, is gummies. I don't know, there's something about the chewing that helps. Like, putting that pressure on your gums and the sinuses or something like that. I don't know what it is, but gummies, like Welch's fruit gummies or something like that. And then I just sit and do this. The whole flight, trying to get my ears to pop. I can sometimes get it, and then my eyes will cry. But if sometimes I can get my jaw to make my ears crack, but that's it. Yeah, it's real bizarre. I don't know why. I don't know, like, it's not, like, life-stopping or anything, but it's just a weird, like, oh, weird. I don't have any, like, enclosures, Vissy. I know. I don't have any empty enclosures. I don't have any weed, but I'm spiritually cheersing. I've agreed to load a keef bowl for y'all because I can't let you smoke alone. It just feels weird. But I'm so low on keef. I'm just trying to not completely run out of weed because that would be a bad day. Me too. Donna, same. Yep. I mean, that's the reason I haven't had those surgeries is my doc told me it's only like a 30% chance they work. And with the caveat of me also having been stepped on by a horse when I was 12 and having reconstructive surgery, it's like 1% likely to work because they don't know what my sinuses look like in my face. They could be real fucked up. Like, they don't know. Daycare alone is going to be $100K before the kid even gets to kindergarten. I mean, I think that's why a lot of moms, I know a lot of moms who are respiratory therapists, they just stopped working because they realized they were working for daycare. Like, they literally were going to work to pay for daycare when they could just stay home. Like, it's wild what it costs to raise a child. My sinuses are terrible too. I make sure to use Benadryl and Sudafed, the real stuff, to keep from getting sinus infections when I get too clogged up. Yep, I live off this stuff. What I was using as this. Ever since I was 18, I found this shit. If I don't have this on me, I will have an existential panic attack at any one time in life. Like, this is in my purse all the time. Advil sinus pressure. I don't know what it is. This is the only stuff that touches me, though, when it comes to sinus pressure, is the Advil allergy and congestion. Advil, this is my pharmacy because my spins yesterday. The sinus and congestion. It's the only thing. Sudafed doesn't touch me. Nothing. I've tried it. Nothing touches it, but this shit is just, oof. It's the only stuff, so I keep a stock of it. Oh, while he's getting his gallbladder removed, the fuck? Oh, shit. I didn't know that. Noise-canceling headphones also help, but I love lemon heads because the sour helps. I love me a sour. When the ear pops, everything feels better. Oh, yeah, it's a terrible feeling before they pop. Yeah. Gum doesn't work for me. I don't know why. It's got to be gummies for some reason. I don't fucking know. Ooh, this song. Was it the last song or this song? This song we're playing right now is Wu-Tang Clan, Back in the Game. And then the song before this one was Missy Elliott's Sock It To Me, the K Tronada remix. It's in the mix. It's in the tits mix. I'll just give it to you. I'm just going to give you the link. I don't know. They're in the mixes, though. I'm just playing the tits mix right now. I love Missy Elliott. She's a queen. Fuck little gallbladders. This is stupid. Probably rich person shit, but someone on Reddit mentioned they paid $2,400 a month on daycare. Honestly, I have no idea what daycare costs. That sounds reasonable, but I don't know. I don't have kids. I have no idea. 25 years ago, when my boys were in daycare, it cost around $14K a year for the two of them, and that was 25 years ago. Yeah. Yeah, so it's probably exponentially higher. No shit. Oh my god, Luna, I'm so sorry. I empathize so hard. It's the... Ugh. The new Sudafed's basically a placebo. Only stuff you have to scan for your ID does anything for me. Damn meth cookers. Yeah, that's probably it. Isn't it awesome when they say not enough people are having children and then they do nothing to actually encourage it and they only care about kids until they're born and they don't give a fuck about them? Weird. Is it standard for them? That's what I was thinking. Like, honestly, daycare is fucking expensive, dude. I can't even with that. Like, it's, oh, literally. I mean, you think about it. A person working as a respiratory therapist got to quit their job because their entire paycheck was paying was just paying daycare. Their entire paycheck. Daycare. I mean, that's got to be a lot. I don't even know. I'm just blown away by it. No, it sounds insane. My school's like $1,500 a month. Yeah, I think that's pretty on par now, which is wild. I spend $440 a month for 2 days a week. 8 days a month. Wow. For one child. That really puts that in fucking perspective. Wow. Oh, yes, critical. Hold on. Let me give you a permit. One second, my B. I just want to give you a permit. Don't be a dick, chat. Just let me do it. There we go. Now you should. Did it do it? Don't be a cock. Oh, I permitted you twice. That's wild. Wow. Pro fetus, anti-child. They yeetus the child. It's very strange. America. The daycare we applied for got our kid into is going to be $500 more than my mortgage. Okay, so I might be totally off base, but like worth it? Like I'd pay more than my mortgage to keep my kids safe and healthy and like smart. Like I don't have kids, but I assume it's like not really an option. Like you're like, my kid needs care. Like your kid can't be alone. So I kind of get it. Seriously, the government just wants people. That's it for cannon fodder. It's awful. People not only in the USA are not able to afford children, even the governmental incentives in some places to do so. That's not enough. It's disgusting. Yeah. It is like highway robbery. I mean, daycares be like, here's the newest version of influenza. That'll be half your paycheck, by the way. Have a nice day. We subsidize fucking corn to be cheap. I know. But daycare and healthcare, like, they don't actually care about human beings. I think it's very clear. What's the best tattoo I ever got or one I love? Oh my God, that's such a hard question. The best? All of them. All of my tattoos are the best tattoos in the world. That's a hard one. Hold on, I have to think about that one. I think the message is they want us to have kids because they see it as important for society, but their cultural work hard help. Their cultural work hard help. No one's ethos tells them the child bearers need to do everything or they are bad, unworthy people. It's a friction that only makes sense if you're an angry person. Yes. Yes. And the bravest decision you can make every day is to fucking be in a good mood. David Cable, thank you for rating. Welcome. Hello. How are you, love? Luckily, my wife only works 312s and my mom picks up the third day. That's honestly the only reason my mom could probably pull it off when she was younger because she did the 312s. Yeah. In a bad situation in porn, I'm in my 30s. I still don't see any end goal where children are going to be in my life. That's me too. Honestly, I talked to my therapist about that recently, actually. We together came to a really weird realization because I was talking about that, like the stigma, the moment, especially in my mid 30s now, officially, I guess, being 35, I get a lot of the moment anyone finds out I don't have kids and that I'm not trying, it's sympathy or they think something's wrong. Like immediately. The idea that I've just made the conscious decision not to bear womb fruit is not even considered. And it's really hard for me to deal with that I am just inherently assumed to be broken by society because I don't want to breed. And that's hard. That's real hard for me to deal with. And I was talking to my therapist about it recently, and she was like, there's I'm sure you've all run into people that in your life who have straight up regretted having kids. They would never say it to their kids. They're wonderful parents. They love their kids. But they've straight up said later in life, like, if I could take it back, I don't think I should have been a parent. Like, I did this because I thought that was the right recipe for life. Like, that's what you did. There wasn't another option. And one thing that a lot of people nowadays, kids that were kids, nowadays they're in therapy and getting help and stuff. A lot of people nowadays are realizing that it's not that we don't hate kids. I love kids. I actually really enjoy children. I love hanging out with other people's kids. I would love to be the aunt for everybody's kid forever. Kids are hilariously fun. But if you as a child were not inherently taught or shown what a safe environment is, then your urge to bring puppies into the world is greatly diminished because subconsciously nothing is ever safe to you. No one ever gave you baseline. And that's a big thing for me. Moving, every fucking 6 months until I was 16 years old, constantly dead parents, dead grandparents, dead siblings. Like all of that chaos throughout my childhood taught me a lesson that nothing's safe, that there is no such thing as safety. And that fucked me up in a weird subconscious way that made it so I don't want to bring anything into this world. It's weird when you think about it that, like, I'd never thought of that concept before. Like, but at its core, like, kids just need to feel safe. That's all a kid needs to function. They need to know that they have a place and a person where safety is guaranteed. And it seems really simple, but raise your hand if you didn't feel safe when you were a kid. It's weird. Fucking weird. Fucking weird. So it's not that I hate kids, not even the conscious, like, I don't want kids. It's in my mind, the chemistry that's going on behind what I actually say out loud is, why would anyone have kids? Why would anyone bring a beautiful, innocent soul into this? That's what my brain's telling me because of, just trauma and whatever. It's fucking weird. Fucking weird to think about, though. But it makes me feel better because I'm like, I'm not broken, I'm not ruined. I just was not prepared mentally to do what you're doing. And that's fine. Do you want the kids I would make anyways? Probably not. Just saying, they probably wouldn't be well adjusted. I do not have the capacity to be what I deem a good parent, and I have no desire to do so. And I kind of feel the same. Like, I'm just still trained to be a good person. Like, I'm 35 and I still haven't figured out how to wake up and feel okay every day. Is it fair for me to narcissistically bring a kid into that life? Because, like, I can mask all day long. Kids know. We all knew. We all saw our parents. We all knew exactly what the fuck was going on. But we smile. We're smiling now. We just kept on smiling because that's what we were told to do. But, like, and I'm young enough that I remember knowing. So doing that to another kid just seems fucking wrong to me. I don't see that. I don't put that on other people having kids. Like, I think it's wonderful. I'm really glad all of you are having kids so I don't have to. Thank you. Please let me play with your babies. I love them. Yep, safety nets. It's so bizarre when you think about that, but yeah. I was always safe. I just don't want to chance putting my mental health on a child. Yep, I get that too. That's a lot of mine too. Same. Yeah. And that's the factor that also keeps people from having children. The world is full of greed. People who grew up on Animal Planet, Geodocs, and then some, we definitely feel even more out of place and icky, and that was us. I mean, I talk about that at least once a day, how I fucking raised myself watching veterinary shows and animal shows, yeah. A therapist I was seeing had me think about it this way. It makes sense to me. If you cannot meet level 1 of the Maslow hierarchy of needs, you will not feel safe, and your life can and will not be shaped by that environment. Yes. And you will not feel safe, and your life can and will be shaped by that environment. Yes. Yes, sorry. I can read. Yes, 100%. I agree. And that's just, thankfully, I don't have, I mean, I do truly believe there is some sort of maternal drive for some people. Like, some people actually have a fucking clock that kicks in and they're like, I really want to have a kid. I really want kids. Do it. I don't think anyone should stop you if you, obviously barring like psychos that are going to kill their kids or something. We're not going to go there. But like, I firmly believe everyone deserves to have a child if you want to have a child. But I also have the right to not. What breaks my mind sometimes as I'm entering my mid-20s is the realization that my mom had me when she was 20. Meanwhile, I'm still living with my parents, struggling to function. Mr. Vox, no shit. My mom had me when she was 34, and I just turned 35 on Friday. I'm officially a year older than my mom was when she had her first kid, and that is really a mindfuck to me. Like, my mom had a 1-year-old right now. And, like, sometimes I cry because my floors are muddy. I cannot fucking imagine having a kid. Man. The kid had to parent me, for fuck's sake. You know what I'm saying? I just can't. And I look at pictures of her holding me, and I'm like, you look like a baby holding a baby. It's weird. Millennials got and still keep getting in so much shit, but we had parents who grew up on the tail end of BS. Exactly. And their parents were on the tail end of BS. Like, I never try to blame my parents. I don't want to blame anybody for the way I'm okay with the way I am and I'm dealing with it as best I can. And I think that's all we can ever ask for. But like, yeah, my parents were raised as booby boomers, as baby boomers by the golden era of parents where if you weren't working 24/7 and sweating and bleeding, you didn't deserve anything you had. That was the mentality. I mean, we're all just a product of history, right? And like what our parents are trying to change and so on and so forth. And just try to be the fucking happiest person you can, I guess, right? I try. Blaming someone or like, being angry at someone doesn't make my life better and doesn't solve anything. So I choose actively not to waste time on that set of emotions. Doesn't do anything. There's no point. It's a waste of my energy, really. Booby boomers forever. Oh. Me too, Mayo. Yeah, 34. My mom had a lot of fertility issues. Had my first at 21, the second at 26. If I could go back to the 80s, I'd do it all completely differently. Would you? Did you still enjoy the age you had them at? Because my mom said she liked having us in her 30s, but she wishes she would have had us a little bit earlier. She couldn't, I mean, obviously, but Odd phenomena that happens with people who are baffled by others not having kids. They're supposedly sentient. They've seen examples all around them of the misery of pregnancy culminating in the excruciating pain of childbirth, but asked why they had a child, the answer is usually grounded in animal instinct with obvious blinders on to exclude any drawback. Excuse me. I feel like I need a burp. Intelligent people taken over by herd mentality. There is no good reason to have children unless you're a family that needs free labor or if you want one. Yeah, I would just add that caveat. Like, if you want kids, have kids. Like, I don't want anyone to feel like they're not allowed to have kids or something like that. We didn't choose the neuro-spicy life. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, Vissy. I mean, same. Thank you, Ink. She really did a phenomenal job. This is a couple weeks old, too. Couple weeks old, and I've watched it thrice. I watch it, like, once a week, because it's colored, and that's bad for it. She really did a good job. I agree. She did phenomenal. Good afternoon, Saver. How are you, love? Booby boomers. Oh, my God. We're going to coin it. I'm so sorry. Good. I love the age I had them at. They've been grown and gone for years, and I'm still young enough to enjoy my free time. I think that's great. I've asked my mom about that, and I don't think it would have worked out that way for her if she would have had us younger, because my mom literally worked until this year, or until last January, and she's 69. Like, I think she would have worked herself to death regardless of kids. My best friend's a phenomenal mother and questions whether she's doing it right every single day. I just tell her that's because she cares about her daughter. I think most parents in the world are literally under a state of 24/7 panic. Am I fucking my kids up? I truly think that. I have a lot of friends who are parents, and I talk to them about it. I think most parents, especially nowadays with how like we're becoming more aware and more open to talking about psychological things and spicy neuro whatevers. And it's just 24/7. I really hope I didn't fuck you up today. I really think that's their panic, and that's why moms are kind of crazy. Because, like, they have to still be themselves and still be, like, a woman because they still want to fucking come, but now their tits are a food factory for a screaming little sack of flesh shit that poops all the time, but their husband, like, also wants to suck on their titties as a sexual thing, and they have to, like, have the freedom to be themselves, but, like, realize that this little screaming flesh sack fetus is quite honestly a sponge of every goddamn nerve twitch in your fucking face until you die. I don't know how moms do it. Y'all are fucking superheroes. I'm gonna go pee. I'm gonna get my keef. We're gonna pack a fat keef bowl, and we're cheersing to the mothers and the witches who burned so that we had a chance to live. Because holy shit. And it is the list that I have been curating for the past 8 years. It's literally like so much music. Everything you guys ever give me, everything I find that I like, I shove in there and then just put it on random while I'm streaming. But that's it. It's called The Tits. You're very welcome to take it, use it, do what you like. It's great. I know I like it too. It's all you guys and me, honestly. I heard about a Catholic priest or bishop that was telling a congregation to have lots of kids, like 9 or 10. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, dude, my Nana told me this. So the reason that Catholics all had lots of children in the old days is because if this was, I don't know if this is real anymore. I'm loading a Keef bowl. Look how low Kiefer Sutherland is, though. This is how low I am on pot. It's a terrible day. So back in the day, if you had 13 kids, the 13th would get blessed by a cardinal if you were Catholic. So that was like, it was literally, they were like, if you have 13 kids, we'll send a cardinal out to bless the 13th one. And that was how they would make their more Catholic. They would make their Catholics. They're Catholics. That's why Catholics were having lots of babies. And I'm pretty sure Mormons have something similar in their scripture shit. It's like make Mormon babies or something. Because like, didn't the Mormon church was literally baptizing dead bodies into the church for a while there. It was weird. All religions do weird shit. I ain't here to pick one out. That was just an example. I read that or I remembered that one. I'm trying to find my little spoon to keef it. There it is. I heard a great joke about the Catholic Church. They just said Catholic Church. You know, there's some of that good old white replacement theory kind of in that BS too. Oh, 100% yes. Oh, I'm sure that I've never heard it, but I'm sure it's there. I mean, it definitely is. It's systemic. Absolutely. Make white little Christian babies. 100%, yeah. No shit. My grandpa had 11 siblings and my grandparents had 6 kids, Irish Catholics. Yep. I'm one of 8. Yeah, they breed. They breed. They still do. Mormons baptize non-Mormons when they die. Yep. I remember they started doing that a few years ago and people were like, what? The fuck? It was weird. Well, this is my emergency stockpile and it was up to here. I'm not kidding. This was full. This is my emergency stockpile. Weed's expensive. What are you going to do? Like I said, I would be more rich if I didn't smoke weed, but also I'd be a very sad person without it. They take out obituaries. Did you guys not know that? Oh my God, this came out a few years ago. I mean, I think they've been doing this for years. And by they, I mean this group of people, part of the Mormon church. I'm not going to say every single fucking Mormon is doing this. I have no idea. However, yeah, they were literally pulling obits of people that weren't baptized into the Catholic Church or whatever, a religion that like the Catholic Church. If you're baptized, you're in it forever. Like, I'm not practicing Catholic, but I was baptized, went through confirmation and shit. I'm in their books. They got me, which is why a lot of Catholic families tend to have a lot more, they can actually trace their lineage a lot further than most people because the church tracks their fucking lineage. But yeah, so they'll pull bits and then baptize dead people, yeah. Gotta outbreed atheists and Satanists. They end up creating even more. Surprise! Pikachu face! What does the label say? It says Kiefer Smokerland. Kiefer Smokerland, because it's my Keef box. But yeah, this was absolutely full. But I've been out of weed since I came back. And poor, so I've been smoking it very, very, very sparingly. But we're gaming! So we must. This is why religion, I mean, that's the crazy thing. They think religion's dying because we're losing faith in spirituality, the younger generations. I don't feel like I don't feel like I've lost spirituality. I feel like I'm a very spiritual person. It's all this fucking jacked up bullshit the church pulls that makes us back the fuck out of religion. We're like, my option is to be a part of that or to not be a part of that. I'm going to take not be a part of that. You know, I don't feel like, I also was not raised to think like, oh, if you don't worship under, or if you're not like spiritual or worship under a certain roof, you're the devil or whatever. Like that's a big thing. I don't know. It's fucking weird. Why? Shut up. It's not bark o'clock. No. Lilith, lay down. Lay down. No. Not today. Nope. Lay down. Lay down, you spaz. Sorry. Bark o'clock. It's not time. That's 1:30. I know what time bark o'clock is. No, so I don't even want to talk about it, Vissy. It's so fucking infuriating. They came while I was gone, and they wanted a fucking signature for them. I'm not shitting you. I don't want to talk about it. I'm very, very delicately loading a Keef bowl. I'm sorry. This is delicate fucking work. Oh, yeah. The mail here is such a joke. I think I've told you this before, Vissy. Like, what was it? The last thing that was left on our steps. Like, I'm not kidding. I ordered panties, like cotton fucking panties off Amazon one time, and they knocked 4 times during stream. So I would sign for an Amazon package of cotton panties. And the next day, they left a fucking graphics card on our porch. Like, it wasn't the graphics card box in another box. It was the graphics card box with a shipping label stuck on the front, and they left that. The logic doesn't make. I've got nothing. I've got no answers. I'm at the mercy of it, though. I don't know. Voidig, hello, love. How are you? Sorry, I'm sorry if I miss any chat. This is Keith is so if if you don't smoke pot or like you're curious or whatever. So Keith is where's my grinder? I don't even have my grinder because I don't have any weed. So your grinder has 3 layers. The top layer is where you put the whole bud, crush it, grind it. The middle layer is where the weed is that you normally load your bowl, and then the bottom layer is where all the pollen falls, the finest ground like dust of the pot plant, which is arguably where all the good shit is. Like it's the drugs. That's the very, very potent shit. So in the bottom of your grinder, you want to check that frequently because it will literally be. I mean, when Vizzy was here, it was so full, it was caked in. Like mine was so full, we had to knock it out and it fell out in a cake. It was incredible. But yeah, if you save it out of your grinder when you're low on weed, it can fuck you up or top a nice shitty bowl of weed with it or whatever. But yeah, I use it as my backup for when I'm out of weed because literally like one corner off of this Keef bowl is going to fuck me. I'm going to be fucked. Just wait. Just you wait. But it's the Keef, that's what I was trying to say. Sorry. I didn't even know I told you. It's literally like this fine powder that's almost like staticky. It'll jump off your little spoon. Like it's so I don't know how to put it. So you have to be super, super delicate while you're loading a bowl because it'll just like fly off and go into the air. You know what I mean? It's like lighter than air, kind of. I don't know how to put it. It just takes a minute, and I apologize. But then we're gonna play boyfriend game and hang out and get high. Thank you for that follow, Craig Christ. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, and Kimmy544. I'm sorry I missed you, but welcome to my channel and thank you. Yeah, so I'm out of weed, and I have not smoked at all today, Void. Because I'm out of weed. But we're gonna play games, and I agreed I'd do a Keef bowl. It's not that I don't want to get high. It's just like once this is gone, I physically can't get high, and that's just sad. So, I'm hiding? Oh my god, Ink, dude, for real. I don't know. All of my female friends I've met through Twitch. I have no idea. I don't know how to find them. I, to this day, firmly believe I would not have a female smoker friend if it wasn't for Twitch. And not that smoking's the be-all, end-all, but my entire life, I've never had a friend, a female friend I could be close to that smoked. Ever. I don't know what it is. There's not a lot of chicks out there that smoke. I guess. We're all here. I don't know what happened. It's just weird, though, but, like, seriously, this is, like, Twitch has been kind of one of the weirdest blessings of my life because I finally found, like, my people. Like, functioning grown adults who smoke pot but aren't just watching fishing TV for 8 hours. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. This is not how I jam. But I don't think we're all on the internet. We're all on the internet getting high and smoking at home by ourselves. It's so weird. My whole life. Now I have lots of wonderful smoking friends of all different pronouns and gender profile or gender identifications or whatever you want to say. Like, and that's wonderful. But like, I was that girl that all my friends were guys growing up, and everybody thought I was a fucking whore because of said fact. And it was honestly just because they're the only ones that smoked. I wanted friends to smoke with. What are you gonna do? Functional potheads, right? And there is no shame. I'm not trying to like be mean or shameful towards people who are like casual smokers, you know, who aren't functioning potheads. I will still fucking smoke the fuck with you, and I'm excited to smoke with you. But there's something about being able to smoke with someone who matches your speed. You know, like I can sit here with a bong with like, say for instance, Vissy, and we can both smoke an entire bowl and then go on a hike to smoke a blunt. Like we will smoke a bowl to go on the hike, to hike to a place to smoke a bowl. You know what I mean? It's just different. It's just different. It's not bad. It's not good. Both is good. I'm here for either. But it's different. And it's very nice to have that. Like, just someone at your speed. And I am very grateful for all y'all bitches and hoes. For real. I will never be ungrateful. I was very lonely before the internet. Same. All my brothers. I had all the brothers. And I still have lots of brothers. And I love them. I love them. But, I mean, I think we can all, like, I don't know. It's, sometimes you just want to sit around and talk about cramps and get high. You know what I'm saying? Or, like, talk about nipples or something. I don't know. It is. It's camaraderie. That's kind of what I was thinking. It's like sisterhood. Like, there's nothing. I love everyone. I don't care what your genitals look like. But I never had any female friends growing up, ever. I was very, very isolated and just had this group of male friends, which is kind of why I'm kind of a bitchy tomboy now, and I'm not sad about that. But I would cry. I remember being in high school and middle school, and I would go to bed just crying myself to sleep. Why does no one why can't I have a girlfriend? Like, why can't I fucking maintain a relationship with a female? It's because I had nothing in common with them. None. I was raised by men. Born to them. I didn't see a female pussy till I was a man. Shut up, Sisterhood of the Traveling Bong. And it would fit us all. It would fit us all. Oh my God. I'm not out of weed. Oh my God. Look at that. It's Keef all the way down. It's a dark bowl, so you can't see it. That is just. How many milligrams of THC do you think that is? I'm shaking. I'm a little nervous to hit that. I haven't hit a full Keef bowl in a very long time. Sisterhood of the Traveling Bong is my new favorite thing in the whole world. It smells so weird. Keef is weird because it's like, it's not one strain. It's like probably hundreds of strains because that Keef thing to build up all that Keef has taken many, many, many grindings of bowls. So like, it like, it's just weed. It's like the most pure weed scent. Keef is like 50%, so whatever the weight of that is, but divided by 2, there you go, dude. Probably around 25 grams then, milligrams. I would say that's probably like 25 milligrams of THC. You think more? I was thinking my bowl held about a gram. But honestly, I don't know what this bowl holds. And Keef, no, you're probably right, because Keef does not weigh what Bud weighs. I'm thinking Bud weight. No, you're right. This is probably more like 50 to 60 milligrams. I was thinking weight of Bud. This is Keef weight. Keef doesn't weigh. It's so light. No, you're right. You're right. Yeah, 500. 500. What did I say? Did I say 50? I meant 5. That's because I went grams. 50 gram, 500 milligram. I'm sorry. My mental decimals went. I'm not high enough for this. My mental decimal points went weird. Yeah. That's 25 originally, but I was thinking that's when so that would have been 250. I was thinking 250 milligrams, 25 grams, because I was thinking Bud 1 gram holdage, but 1 gram of Keef or a bowl, like 1 gram of Keef, you know, the THC density, etc., is different than just Bud, the ground up Bud. I was off. I was totally wrong. Yeah. No, you are right. Who's 420s in 3 minutes? Oh my God, who is it? Wait. Is it Greenland? It's either Iceland or Greenland. Because it goes Iceland, Greenland, and then it's like Newfoundland or whatever, and then East Coast. It's one of those. It's almost 420, though. We're going to cheers. Why is it called Keef? That's a really good word. I have no idea. That's a really good question. I have no idea. Does anybody know why Keef is called Keef? There's actually a lot of different names for it. I've learned. Keef is just like, I think, the old school name, what we've always called it. I don't know. Newfoundland's in an hour, so it's got to be one of the lands. Iceland or Greenland. I'm going to be lit. Yeah, I'm going to get fucked. I'm actually nervous to hit this. I'm going to change our game category and get us in the game before I hit this because my brain's going to die. Greenland. Yes. Thank you, David. It is going to be Greenland's. But I'm cheersing to the mothers. Before I took a break, I kind of went on a little rant about just like worshiping moms. Because I don't think moms get enough fucking credit for the psychosis they put themselves through to raise us. Like, I'm cheersing to the moms. I'm gonna move chat right here so I can see you guys. Trichomes. No shit, the real name for them is the trichomes. Yes. I knew that. I just completely blanked on it. Yeah, it is. It's trichomes. If you look at like a microscopic shot of a bud, you can actually see them. Like the trichomes on the bud of the weed, and that's like what's falling through, right? This is a complete bowl. I'm 100% out of weed and mildly broke. It's tax season. Yay. So I have not smoked at all. I actually didn't smoke yesterday either because I had the spins all day. Like, I was high naturally yesterday. It was a great time. So I haven't smoked in over 24 hours, and I'm about to take a hit off of a 100% Keef packed bowl, and it's packed. I took a chapstick, and this is a firm pack. That is not a light. That is a... I'm nervous. This is gonna fuck me. Resin is the, it's essentially the part of the THC plant, the oil, the fat part of the THC, the plant, the weed plant, that didn't burn at a high enough temperature to vaporize. So it kind of condensed into like that black carbony looking shit, but you can still smoke it, which is so fucking gross. But we do. And I ain't gonna say I haven't. Cheers to the mamas. I'm nervous. Watch it be plugged. That'd be funny. No shit. Fun fact. The term keef comes from the Arabic word for pleasure. Cheers to pleasure, hoes. That's all I did. Just for reference. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. I don't get high from edibles either. So what I just smoked is keef, Donna. So resin, it's actually, someone mentioned it just now. Resin and rosin, there's two different words and it's really confusing. So do you see all that black shit? All this stuff lining my bowl neck? That is resin. And that is part of the plant that did not get a high enough temperature to turn into smoke or vapor for you to inhale. So because it's a fat and an oil, it gets hot and then it drips down. And this, if I don't wipe this out at least a couple times a day, this turns black. The entire neck will turn completely black with resin. Now, back in the day, when, I mean, I could still do this theoretically, but when I smoked out of a pipe regularly, I would actually, like, take a little, like, clay knife or something and go through and scrape all the resin out and smoke it. Because it's unsmoked THC. It's still viable THC, but it will taste like you are smoking the asshole of a ashtray. I mean, it is foul. You'll get fucked up. I mean, it's still THC. It's just gross. You know? Oh my god, Fiona. Yes! Are you sweating? Do you see the sweat stash? I always tell you guys, the first place I sweat will always be my upper lip, and I'm totally sweat stashing right now. My eyelids are sweating. No, resin. Well, I mean, inevitably, I'm probably smoking a little resin because that's what's all over my bowl. See how my bowl's black? That is technically resin. And just by smoking out of the same bowl all the time, I'm probably smoking some. But no, I did not pack it full of resin. So resin would be like just black gooey shit. I just got a Q-tip. I was going to show you. It's not too dirty because I haven't smoked in a couple days. But it is gross. That is resin. And I could smoke it if I was that desperate. It's that. It's just the carbony, black, fatty shit that didn't get hit with the lighter hot enough. It's gross, but that's it. Rosin Rosin is it's a type of like what you would use to do dabs. Remember I've taught you guys about dabs before? It's a different kind of bowl that you like heat the bowl and then you put the little piece of like goo in it and it vaporizes instantly and you smoke it. That is rosin, and that is literally it's taken out of the plant a million different ways. There's so many different ways they get different stuff like that out of the plant, but it's essentially just the isolated THC fatty molecules. Like if you take a bud of weed, like the plant, like the big bud, you know, that I grind up in a grinder, and you put it under one of those huge high pressure presses, and you pressed that shit flat, oil comes out. Like literally, you'll end up with a circle of pure THC oil because that's basically what we're smoking is the oils out of the plant, or it's part of it, I should say. I am fucking high. Oh my god. So my keef came from my grinders. That's what I was saying. So did you see my little Kiefer Smokerland? This little guy. I don't have autofocus on. Hold on. Don't be a cock. Where's the focus? There it is. So, and you can see it. So this is my keef catch, I guess you would say. This is just where I keep all my keef. I named it Kiefer Smokerland because I'm a nerd and I have a lot of label makers and I like to make labels. But essentially, this is literally not essentially. This is actually a container from the Container Store meant to hold the helmet of a like Autobot or something. But the lid is fairly like tight. It actually like seals on, so this don't challenge this, but I have knocked this off tables and it doesn't pop open, which is because this is like a lot of money worth of get high nonsense. But it comes from that bottom catch in your grinder. I don't know where the fuck my grinder is. I haven't smoked literally in 2 days, so now I'm like, where's the grinder? I don't know. What did I do with it? Nobody knows. But your grinder has three compartments. The first compartment is where you put the bud, crush it, grind it. Middle compartment is where your bud is that you like load your bowl with all day. And then the bottom compartment is one we don't check regularly. Usually, like, depending on how often you smoke, you'll check it various times a year. And that's where the keef builds up. And it's just the finest little granules of pollen and parts of the plant that you ground up. And the finer the grind, the more evenly distributed the heat is going to be when you hit it with flame. Therefore, it's more likely to burn evenly and you're going to get the most bang out of the THC that's in it, if that makes sense. Versus like if you just, pick apart a plant, a bud, and put it in a bowl, you're going to have huge chunks in there. Chances are it'll actually like burn the outside of that chunk. The inside will be green as fuck, but it'll encapsulate it like in this black carbon shell and you'll be tossing a lot of weed. So there's kind of like this balance between the mill of your weed. You want it fine enough that you're going to get a really nice burn on it, but you don't want it so fine that it's just falling through your bong. There's a science. It's like coffee. You can make it as complicated as you want, or as not complicated as you want. Excuse me. What is my most existential crisis about life? I mean, how existential we getting? Like, I have a hard time sometimes with the idea that I'm not necessary, needed, and I could die, and the 99.9999 repeating percent of the universe would not notice. And so, like, what's the point? I guess would be my existential crisis. Why? I deal with that a lot on the inside. Just why? What's the point? I don't know. That's a hard one for me. I mean, honestly, I have a lot of existential crises that I try not to super obsess about, but that's a big one for me. Just like, why? What the fuck is the point? Where are we headed? I don't know. That's mine. I'm boyfriend dungeoning. I'm actually opening it right now. I'm not that high. I am high, though. I mean, it's just, like, what I mean by is, wow, I'm high is normally 1/4 of a bowl would not make me feel anything but a few coughs. You know? Normally I gotta hit at least a half a bowl to get a little stoned. But damn. That's what I mean. Big bang. Paying back property taxes. Oof, yeah. Same. I just want to be the main character, but I could be stabbed by a knife. Maybe both, anytime. What is the point? I mean, that's like I think another thing I deal with, I don't really want to be a main character. I don't really like attention like that. Like, I don't know if I could deal with that. That's a lot of pressure to be the main character and be like interesting all the time. Life lessons I've learned from Calvin and Hobbes. Be cool, take risks. Stay happy, play outside, do it your way, keep exploring, enjoy the present, love your friends, demand euphoria, live in the moment, have a dance party. Every day, on the point. Uh, live life to the fullest, enjoy your weekends, changing perspective, spend time with friends, winning isn't everything. Life is about the little joys. Take your joy. Doing nothing can be a lot of fun. Bad days happen to the best of us. Take a moment to look at the stars. The bad is as important as the good. You're awesome just the way you are. Live every single day like your last. Nothing lasts forever. Everything changes. Don't let anyone else tell you what to do, what you can and can't do. Sometimes you have to take a plunge to see the magic happen. No one knows the future, but that shouldn't stop you from taking chances. Fucking Calvin and Hobbes. I was an adult when I was introduced to Calvin and Hobbes. Isn't that sad? Erican! How are you, love? Bester, fuck yeah. That was my first hit in a couple days, and I am high. Be a bean. It's wonderful. I miss my community. Always good. Thank you, kitties. I like it too. The chat is completely stoned as fuck. I love it. I love how it's so funny when we all cheers. Chat always slows down inevitably for a couple minutes. Because everybody's suddenly... But it only takes about 5 minutes for the ADD to kick in again. I know. It's so stupid. I tend to say the meaning of life is to find it, whether it's to watch cat videos on YouTube or become the person to discover the cure for cancer. Yeah, I like that. I tried to, like, I feel like it was a hard realization to come to that I have to give myself reasons for why, right? Like, why doesn't just happen to anybody. The why, the existential why that I'm always asking. It doesn't happen. Like, I have to give myself reasons for that. So that's why I like travel. You know, I plan big traveling trips because for me, that's enough to get me over the saddest day. I'll be like, but I got tickets to Thailand. And I know that'll fucking give me happy. Anywhere. Like, I just love to travel. Like, having all of these cool trips this year, like going to TwitchCon, Vegas, and going to Paris, those are enough I'm fucking stoked. I have not gotten to see my community in person in almost 4 years now, and I despise that. I don't love cons. I fucking love you guys. There is something about just having a couple in person human connections with someone sitting, having a drink, sitting like, on the sidewalk at 11 o'clock at night and running into somebody and having some existential conversation for 30 minutes. Those are the moments that like I don't get. I miss them. And that keeps those are the kind of things that like give me, but I had to figure that out. Like it was really, really hard to figure out like what is something that will get me over my saddest fucking day. Because it's worth it to me. Like, even in my darkest, saddest, most fucking depressive, moany groanies places, if someone mentions that thing in the future that I'm trying to avoid, the future being the thing I'm avoiding by being sad, whatever, it'll get me past it. For me, a lot of it's travel, a lot of it's seeing friends, and my animals. Animals. I think about my dogs. Seriously, that's weird. But my dogs keep me, like, I'm like, who would they have? Like, I'm not being narcissistic, but I know my dogs fucking love me, and I know they'd be very, very sad. Like, that keeps me, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's like you gotta give yourself shit. But yeah, that's my existential crisis, because even giving myself all that shit, and especially in the past 3 years of COVID, this world shutting down and not being able to travel like I used to, really was just like, if the rest of my life is like this, I don't have anything to get me past that sad day. I need escape. I need to travel. I need to experience culture. I need to eat myself stupid in the streets of Thailand. I need that. Like, I crave it. It's like, And if the rest of my life was going to be this fucking COVID world, I don't know. I didn't know. I was really, really facing that reality for a while, and it was fucking dark. I'm glad you enjoyed the tweet message. It made me laugh a lot. I'm gonna get like those. I'm just gonna eat those and nothing else. It's gonna be bad. I'm not cheersing. I'm working. Same. Have you been to Pattaya? Where is that? Watch for the monkey throwers with cameras. They'll scam you. Keep cash. Where is Pattaya? Wait. Where is that? I want to go everywhere in the world. Like nothing is knocked off my list other than obviously places that are dangerous for a woman, which is really sad. Like I don't think I'll ever get to see like it's not Syria. I don't think I'll ever get to go to like Turkey or Egypt in my lifetime, and that fucking depresses me. But what do you do? Where's my fucking notebook? I swear to God. I took it out, didn't I? Hold up. I have to write that down. I'm too analog for this world. Yeah. Your dogs are awesome just like you. You are too, Rod. You give me comfort because I know if something terrible happened to myself and Zach, my dogs would at least have someone that loved them and cared about them that they felt safe with. You feed them. Oh, wait, that's my cat. Well, I think cats would miss their owners. I'm going to take off so I can... Aw. Oh, yes. You take care. Saber, take care. Drink water. Wash your hands. Take your joy and be good. Thank you for hanging out today. Pattaya, Thailand. That's what I'm trying to think if I've been there. We went... So the main spots we went was Bangkok, Chiang Mai, and... Why am I forgetting the third place? Bangkok, Chiang Mai... Oh my God, it hasn't been that long. Am I that high? Oh no. Did I go to Pattaya? Oh my fuck. Wow. This is embarrassing. I don't remember the third city I went to, but we went to 3 different places. It was fucking phenomenal. And the reason I wanted to write it down is I will be going back to Thailand. Like, I swear, my next, like, you know, extravagant, like, I don't travel to Thailand every year. Like, I tend to, visit friends locally in the US, but every couple of years I do, like, a big trip. I try to save up for a couple of years, do a big trip, i.e. Thailand or something. And it's not like I live it up when I'm there, but if anybody travels, it's the flights. The flights will fuck you every time. They are so stupid expensive. But I will be going back to Thailand. I will be going to Chiang Mai, and it will be November for the Lantern Festival. Period. End of story. It's one of the most magical things I've ever experienced in my life. Ever. It was so fucking amazing. I'd rather my cat eat me than let anyone embalm me. Honestly, and if they didn't eat you, they'd die. They'd, like, starve to death. Like, eat me, dogs. Please, don't starve to death. I had my functional capability examination today for my disability for my back. Apparently, at my current state, I can only do 36.8% of daily work. Wow. I don't know what that means in the grand scheme of, like, getting disability. Does anybody know? Does anybody know, like, the specifics of being able to attain disability in the US? I don't know the specifics when it comes to having, like, an injury or something like that. Like, I'm sure they have some stupid number, like, you have to be at least this percent disabled or some bullshit, I'm sure. It was the town right on the coastline. It had a lot of I think that's the last town I stayed in. But why am I, or maybe I stayed really close to it because that town sounds so stupid familiar. I'm pretty positive, yes. We stayed there. It was the whole town's like along a beach. And there's a pretty mountainside behind it that's jungle and shit. And it's gorgeous. I'm pretty sure that's the last place we stayed. And then we flew to Singapore for like literally 30 hours and then went home. I think that's the last place we stayed. But my brain, wow, that's so stupid. Hi, Ty. Since DK's too busy to say hi. I just said, what, bitch? Shut up. I said hi. I beat you before I read that. Does it vary? I assumed. States are so individual with that stuff nowadays. All right, Steam finally stopped. It was updating or something. I don't know. I have it set so that Steam will not download or like update games while I'm streaming, but for some reason sometimes it will. It just restarted again. Is there like a sale going on? Can you shut the fuck up? I just want to make a boyfriend. This is how we do. Yeah. That was a good Katy Perry song. It was a weird one, but it was a good one. I feel you, Ty. It's cool. I just got to give you a hard time. Oh, and a winter sale. That makes sense. That's probably it. Literally, just while we were talking, I was watching it and it restarted again. It would just shut down and restart. Probably sales. Yeah. Am I like drastically different high? I definitely feel the edge of anxiety taken off, but I don't feel like I'm like I was actually kind of paying attention to it the first part of stream. Like I still stutter and like repeat myself and fuck up words just as much as I do sober. So I don't think I've wondered, you know, is it because I'm high that I just like can't speak? Nope, I just can't speak. Not that I can say like one experiment generalizes, but I couldn't speak all day, so I don't know. I love rabbit holes. They're my favorite. That's probably because my mind's more relaxed, to be honest. If you think about it, like, if I just thought about it, like, why? Because I always enjoy a rabbit hole conversation. I'm very much like, I love to have 5 conversations at a time. It's fun to me, especially if they're interesting, and you guys are always interesting. Not to blow smoke up your ass. You're weird. It's cool. I like it. But, like I was saying earlier, like, if I could put my personality or my, like, my brain into a physical form, it would look like a porcupine. And all weed does is, like, smooth off the tips. Like, it's still spiky and it's still a fucking mess, but it's not, like, deadly if you touch it. That's, like, all I can think of. I've always described weed like that. All it does is smooth the edges of what's always gonna be underneath. And so I think maybe that smoothing, whatever that is, however I describe it, makes me more relaxed, and it's easier for me to fall into fun conversations because I'm not, like maybe. I don't know. Weed's great. Oh, really? My caffeine might have kicked in too, or my joy, but it's possibly weed. I mean, I'm also insanely happy to smoke weed. Like, I do love the weed. Like, it does absolutely make me very happy to just be allowed to smoke it. I'm very sad when I don't have it. For sure. I like weed. I've been smoking it since I was like 11. Don't do that. I think we have fun conversations, but I'm sure it's more so when I'm stoned. I'm asking honestly, and I am not offended by any answer, just FYI. I think it's cool. You guys get to witness this. Like, I don't watch my own streams or anything, and we usually cheers right away, so I don't think I mean, unless I'm out of weed, which does happen once in a while, I'm usually not sitting on stream, like, sober for extended periods of time, and then immediately really, really high. Like, this is, like, very... I mean, we went from 0 to 60, my dudes. You know? So it is kind of a social... I'm curious. The social experiment's fun. Oh, am I probably am. I should... Ty, was showing everyone that earlier today. Have you ever paid attention to how you actually sit on a chair? Because just because we have this posture check in chat... Start game. Okay, there. It was pulling... I don't know. Steam's being weird. Don't fuck with me, game. I just want to play you. I just want to play you. There we go. Weed's great. Yeah, it definitely puts me in a better mood. And just having it, just being able to have it is great. Every day's fun conversation. That's you guys too, though. This is why I can't do YouTube. Like, if Twitch ever downfalls, I don't know what I'll do. I am only good at live content. I'm good at live content. I'm good at having a fucking conversation. I like to have conversations with people. I cannot talk to myself. I don't know how people sit there and have a YouTube video for an hour talking to themselves. My brain doesn't go further than 5 seconds without someone else to do something about it. You know? It's bizarre. It's a good time either way. You've generally got some more stuff in your system. Hell yeah. I do. I mean, honestly, and that's true. Ensville brings up a valid point. Like, I've smoked every day, all day for most of my life. At this point, am I really ever 100% sober? Maybe. I got up after sitting on my feet for hours. My ankles were swollen. Oh, I hate that. Oh, that feeling. Crisscross applesauce is bad. Honestly, Ty, that's what I would do if I had to. Like, I don't feel any pressure from Twitch. Twitch has always honestly been personally wonderful to me. Like, very benign. I've never been in trouble. We've never had it. Like, they're great. So far, no problems. But I'm just saying, like, if, you know. I'm always trying to think ahead because I don't want to be fucked. Okay. Drinks there. We're good. Just moving everything out of my way. I don't want to knock shit over with my stupid body. I'm all tied up. I'm all tied up. I'm so lost without you. This cord is crazy long. But anyways, yeah. So if you look at the way you sit in a chair, I was just looking at myself the other day. I sit in every chair, right on the edge of the seat like this, all day. This is not how you use a chair, but this is, whenever you guys do posture check, I realize this is exactly what I'm doing. This is the seat, and my ass is not on it all day. So every time someone does posture check, I'm like, oh shit. Fucking sit in your chair, Katie. Like, I'm always ready to jump because I can't sit still. I'm in go like a dog all the time. Yeah, these are Blackcraft Cult. This is honestly my favorite hoodie I've ever owned. I don't know what it is. It's a medium unisex. I'm 6 feet tall, if anybody gets one, for a size reference. But it just fits perfect. I don't know. I got it actually in one of their, like, mystery boxes. It was the Pride box, I think. But it does. It's, like, it's not, sorry, my seat kind of blurs out. It's not fitted, but it's not, like, huge, and I like that. You know what I mean? It's, like, that nice in-between. It's not, like, a fucking balloon, but it's also not, like, I can't eat a meal while I'm wearing it. I don't know. The back is cool. Blackcraft is the shit. I own a lot of their clothes because they last forever. And they're cute. Yeah, I think... Does this one? Yeah, this one has the moons. I like them. They're pretty. Really? Yeah, right? Really utilizing that lumbar support. I barely use, like, the fucking chair. Crisscross applesauce. I know. I actually had to change my own verbiage. I used to call it, please forgive me. What is it? Oh my god, I forgot. Is it just Indian style? Is that what we called it? Right? Indian style, yeah. Crisscross applesauce. I called that my entire fucking life. And I was raised on an Indian reservation. I work really hard. And I do slip up every once in a while. And I always try to apologize. I always apologize. I do not want to fucking be an offensive racist chode. That is not my goal. Yep, Indian style. But now we say crisscross applesauce, and then we're not, it doesn't, and that's the thing, like, for me, it was hard for me for a while growing up because I was like, I mean, I was raised literally on an Indian reservation for the end of my school years, and all the kids I went to school with called themselves Indians. They referred to themselves as Indians. They said Indian pride all the time. I never heard anyone say anything bad about the term Indian ever. But you can't generalize a fucking personal experience. How many times a day do I fucking say that? And yet, I still struggle to live by it. You gotta look in the mirror, man. Self-reflection. Important. Importante. Meeting accomplished. That was nice and quick. Is it the same as Lotus? I think in Lotus, there's only one difference. Like, if you're crisscross applesauce, one foot is on the bottom and one foot's on top. And when you do Lotus, you bring that foot that was on the bottom around top, so neither of your feet are on the ground, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I have no idea. Crisscross? No, crisscross applesauce is fine. Honestly, it's just offensive because a lot of the Native Americans in America want to be called by their tribal name or Native American because Indian was such a fucking... I mean, we all know where the word Indian came from. Like, it's fucked. Oh, you know, I get it. I sympathize, and I will call you whatever the fuck you want me to call you. I'm not here to be... It's not me to judge. I'm fucking... unfortunate, you know? Really? Oh, I heard crisscross applesauce when I was a kid. I used to hear both interchangeably, I think. Oh, did you and Kate connect? Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. That makes me so happy. Thank you so much for being such a helpful, wonderful person, Vissy. I love you so much. Literally, when she was talking about how she was having trouble finding a job that she could work remotely, I was like, I got a bitch. I have a bitch. Ooh, my guild member messaged me on Discord, and my controller's being red. And I just realized my button's the same color as the screen. No, it matches. Pretty. A guild member messaged me on Discord and asked why I wasn't responding and told me to be a good girl and do so.
I'm sorry, what? That's a hard yuck from me, brah.
Turn it off, Willard.
What?
I'm sorry. I gotta read this out loud one more for those that missed that because ew. I have like that icky feeling in my vagina, like when you know someone's gonna try to kiss you at a bar and your whole body shuts down like, nah, bitch. That's what I'm getting in my body right now over that. No shit. My vagina just closed shop for you. It's happening. Ew. Okay. Off topic. Oh, I'm sweating. That is gross. You're welcome to clip this and send this to them if you'd like, because fucking yuck. Off topic, my guild member messaged me on Discord and asked why I wasn't responding and told me to be, quote unquote, a good girl and do so. How does that make everyone feel? Like my pussy packed its bags and left this universe with Betty White. In revulsion. Fucking. That being said, if I am, partaking in some excellent sexual fellatio and my partner is like, oh yeah, good girl, then I'm fucking like, yeah, you're right, pat my back, I'm doing a good job. That is the only fucking time, place, period. What the fuck? You, hard same. We all cold sweating together because your bitch is pitting out. That is, no. Yeah, sorry.
Calm the bitch down.
Sorry, I had to catch him on chat. That is fucking foul. No, absolutely not. Calm, yeah.
Calm the bitch down.
Turn it off, Willard.
Do I have any?
Penetrate that.
No. Nope. What else I got on here?
Did you take your
Nope.
Sir, whose tail is you digging in
Yes.
with that? Show of hands, which pissy tail cousin off in my comment section gonna sit up there and let him dig in your butt with that? Not me, cause you not fixing to line up my chakras with that. Sir, whose tail is you digging in with that? Show of hands, which pissy tail cousin off in my comment section gonna sit up there and let him dig in your butt with that? Not me, cause you not fixing to line up my chakras with that.
Fuck no. Ew. That's all I got. Ew. Just Viata wins. Just throw the whole man away. That's we all think that's fucking creepy, right? That's universally across the board, unless I have sucked your dick and we're probably talking about me sucking your dick. And like this has been a previous agreed upon conversation that you're allowed to say that to me. Beyond those stipulations,
Fuck no! Calm the bitch down.
nope. I want to know what their response is too. Are we on board? I know I can be sensitive to that stuff. Like Zach has definitely made me aware that I think every man is rapey because I was raped, unfortunately. And I have to be very aware of that. How the fuck ever? I know we got a lot of penises in chat, and I saw a lot of them agreeing vehemently before I said a thing that that's a whole bunch of weird no. I think across the board we're in agreement. Like that's fucking no. I'm sorry you got that. That's what I would do is take a screenshot of that message, send it back to them and say that's why I wasn't that this is the reason. Like I'd literally just send the screenshot like that's the reason. Right there. Thank you. You answered it yourself, you fucking creep. Ew. Ugh. I was cold sweating for a second, but it was because I thought I shut down a production server. Oh my god, a production server process. No, I get that. But that is gross behavior, yeah. Tender subreddits are wild, and I don't even know if they're faking or what. But if they aren't, what the fuck? I'm too old. How do I settle down? No wonder we just want dogs. I'm saying, dogs are great. That's as bad as when a teenage me was taking driving lessons. The instructor called me girly all the time. Absolutely not. Nope. Mm-mm. No. No, absolutely not. Mm-mm. Tell him to be a good girl and wait his turn. Oh, God. Oh, God. Penis here, and that's a hard no. Thank you. Thank you. Honestly, I just want to, like, because you can be everybody can be oversensitive about something, especially if you had a personal experience. And I don't think that's fair to anybody, but that's That's creepy. Good. Stop it. Am I a dog? Shut up. That would not get me to respond even more. Sounds like they're trying to be triggering to get a response. I'd not even give them the satisfaction, dude. Excuse me? Did you just tell me to be a good girl, you smug misogynist prick? Please be a good boy and erase me from all your contacts. Fucking word. I'm angry for you. That's mm-mm. No. I'm glad that you felt safe to ask our opinions, because honestly, that shit's important. That's creepy behavior. And a lot of people, I think, deal with, they don't have anyone to ask, and they get messages like that, and they're like, maybe I'm being oversensitive. Which is literally how I've lived my entire life. I'm just oversensitive. We're trained to think we're oversensitive. It's like, but they put their penis in me, and I said, no, you're being quite sensitive about this right now. We're trained to think that way. You know what I mean? I think a lot of us, everybody, across the board, humans, we're trained to, that's oversensitive, or you're being a pussy, or a pansy, or a Sally, or any fucking misogynistic fucking feminine word you want to throw at it, whatever. It's all just I think it's important to talk about this stuff, seriously. And we're about to play a game that literally is just like nauseatingly on topic with this, to be honest. I don't know if you've got to see any of this game I'm playing, but damn is it fucking on point. I think a few of the fuckers in this game have called me good girl or some creepy shit like that. And I'm just like, I could bust your testicles with my thigh muscles. Would you like to play with me? I'm gonna smoke some more pot. Because I'm sorry that happened. Fuck that shit. If you're a dog, I'll take you in. You just gotta do 50-50 situation in the relationship. Dude, word. Yeah. Creepy. It is. It's like brainwashing shit. Yes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Void called it. Yeah. When someone calls you a good boy and you happen to be a furry, confused. And that's the thing, like, in a sexual BDSM kind of way, I do kind of get off on my sexual partner I'm currently sucking, fucking, or otherwise. The good girl shit is hot to me. And I think that's maybe why I think it's even more gross, because to me it is, like, a sexual thing. So if some fucker in a guild messaged that to me, I'd be like, that's about as good as a dick pic, you fucking perv. Get the fuck out. Ew. No. If I was a woman and someone called me good girl without my prior consent, I'd whip out my longest dildo and smack them in the face with it. Unwashed. Just flakes. You smoke some pot like a good girl. Yeah, it doesn't work. It doesn't work unless unless a penis is in my mouth. It's not gonna happen. Yeah, no, we can always talk about stuff like that. I don't feel, wait. I just want to talk about it. I don't feel like smiting someone directly. It's not that deep. I was just super fucking weird. I did respond, are you trying daddy dom shit? Oh, fuck yes, on me. And he said, no. Nah, dude. Honestly, I would have done the same. I wouldn't have just gone after someone. Like, I'm a very dramatic person. But that, not in that way. I think you went about it like the most cordial way you could, but still making a point of like, that wasn't the best way to get my attention, and hopefully they'll learn from